It's your boy, V Venezuela, the People's Champ, back with another YouTube live stream. Shalom, Israel. Shalom, you ninjas. Shout out to the trolls. How y'all doing? See y'all. Yeah, we back up in here. Happy Friday. Sabbath day just started. Yeah, man. We back at it. June 6th, June 14th, 2024, 9 p.m. here on the East Coast, on the QC, CLT, Mecklenburg County. Y'all know what it is. It's your main man, the Shogun of Charlotte, the Heisenberg of this ish, Pumpkin Escobar, the King of Queens, the Cookie Monster, your main man, the host of this People's Podcast, the People's Champ. Yeah, man. yeah. Oh, man. We are in here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. It's been an interesting week, man. Comical, man. If you've been watching Lil Woody, been doing what I've been doing this week, watching Lil Woody. Oh, man, it's been a comical week. Sad and comical, really, honestly, to be sad. But we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. On your way in the door, hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button and smash the bell. Share it to your socials. Share the Facebook. I ain't on Facebook right now, man. They don't kick me off. They don't hack the shack on me or whatever they did. Can't get in. I can't even create a new account. Shut me down, people. I've been with Facebook since what, the beginning. I beta tested that mug, same account. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Hit the Cash App. Send me $2 on the Pure Leaf Tea Fund. Help keep your boy hydrated. Help keep your boy hydrated. You know what I'm saying? Checking in with the chat early. We got Derek Gaines in the house. People, the legend. Let me stand corrected. We got the legend, Derek Gaines in the house. Derek Gaines is in the house early, y'all. He chiming in early. That's how I like it. Appreciate you, DG. What does DG say? What does DG say? He says, salute. Derek Gaines has been one of them Spartans coming over here on a regular. Got something for you, Derek. One of the Spartans coming over here. What I got for Derek, y'all? Yeah. That's y'all in my chat, y'all Spartans in my friggin' chat. What is your profession? Arr, arr. Yeah, man, that's y'all. That's right, DG. That's for you, sir. That's for you. What'd he say? Yeah, he knew what it was. See, my soldiers know what it is. He knew what it was before I even from the first clip. He knew what it was. Arr. That's right. That's right. What is your profession? Amanaz is checking into the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And she says with her signature.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, man. So we up in here. We getting this started, man. I don't know how long this is going to go. Right now, the seatbelt light is on. So y'all just strap in with me. I'll let y'all know when we reach cruise and altitude. And, we may throw together a little panel or take some one-on-ones or, we'll figure it out as we go. We riffing off. And we going to riff off. What you mean? What you mean? Shout out to Lil Woody. Shout out to Lil Woody, y'all. What you mean? Huh? I was looking for a clip. I'm gonna have to cut it up myself. I got to give me a couple of days. I'll try to do that this weekend. I need that Lil Woody clip, huh? What you mean? And you need to be more Pacific. Little Woody giving us all kind of clips, man. Shout out to Lil Woody. Shout out. Ladies always asking, well, why y'all always saying Pookie? What's a Pookie? Little Woody is Pookie. We ain't never say we don't like Pookie. I told y'all, Pookies is always going to be among us. They always have. They have a place in society. Understand? Everybody can't be above average. Everybody can't be average. You can't have a up without a down. You can't have a rich without a poor. We need Pookies. We need our little Woodies. Leave little Woody alone, little Tink Tink. Leave him alone. Got all that pressure he under right now, and he trying to he under duress, man. They trying to pressure the man and threaten him, and his life is in danger. And come on, man. Asking him about conversations from damn near 10 years ago. Most of y'all can't remember what you had for lunch last Wednesday. I'll wait. Talking about somebody, and he telling the people, he like, look, I told him whatever came to mind. I'm lying to him. I want to get him off my ass. Trying to stay out of jail. Trying to keep it moving. So how the hell I'm gonna remember a lie that I made up on the spot from damn near 10 years ago? Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Lil Woody. Shout out to Lil Woody. But can we say? Can we say, people? And those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, I need y'all to pay attention to what's happening in the world. You ain't gonna see this on MSNBC. You ain't gonna see this on CNN. Fox. You ain't gonna see this. And y'all are just clueless. Like y'all living in a time warp. Who the hell watches regular TV? Why are y'all paying the cable bill? Are you serious? Are you? I've been cut that cord damn near 20 years ago. What you paying the cable bill for? That's because you've been programmed. And that's why you watch TV programs. You can't get rid of your programming. Right? Right? And what have all us OGs been trying to tell y'all? What is that programming? Anybody know? Anybody know what the programming is? I'll give you a hint.
Execute Order 66.
Yeah. Some of y'all want to say you're woke, but you haven't changed your behaviors. You haven't as the Bible says, you didn't bethink yourself. You haven't examined yourself. You haven't renewed yourself. You just run around here believing what you've always believed. And things you were told to by people who lied to you. Yeah. Yeah, we only have Wi-Fi. That's all you need. That's all you need. The hell you watching regular TV for? My kids, I got woke up by my kids. Cause I just started noticing. I'm like, what am I paying this damn cable bill for? I had a house phone because my son's baby mama was living with us. She didn't have a cell phone. So I wanted to make sure there was a house phone at the house because she was there with the baby. So I had a house phone. I had the whole package, dude. Internet, phone, cable. And I started looking around like, ain't nobody watching TV but me. And then when we watched TV shows, we was watching them on Netflix. I'm like, why? With the exception of maybe a couple, and I was watching DIY, and I was watching a lot of HGTV, but all of that shit I could see some other way. So I quietly cut my internet off. No, not my internet. I quietly cut the cable off. That shit stayed off for 2 months, and my kids never noticed it. Now they was working on the damn the internet one a couple of months later. That summer, it was summertime now, like around this time of year, the kids out of school, and they was working on the internet. So the internet was out for a day. My kids went freaking ham. Dad, I know you done paid that bill. First of all, who the fuck you talking to? First of all, if you ain't gonna be putting in on this bill, you better take that bass out your throat, ninja. My son was getting older and voice getting deep and nigga wearing my size drawers and shit. What? You better, man. I was happy just to have lights and food and shit. Be talking about no damn internet, nigga. Yeah, that shit was funny though. I had to catch myself, but I had to check his punk ass. Let me stop. Dream ain't no punk. Dream is it's one thing my son ain't. He ain't no punk. None of my kids is punks. My kids is gangster. They be ready to throw down. Madge is probably the worst one, and she's hell. Brooklyn is about to be bigger than her in a minute. So Madge's gonna be the tiniest one, and that girl is absolutely ballistic. Absolutely. Who we got in the house? We got Dwayne M in the house. He says, "Good evening, y'all. Welcome to the People's Podcast. Glad to have you. I think I've seen you before, but we got you now, man. Welcome to the People's Podcast. I see everybody coming on in. My trolls is in. My regulars is coming in. My co-host is in. She doing her thing. Oh, she acknowledged Dwayne. So Dwayne, you got some acknowledgement. We appreciate you. My co-host acknowledged you. Harmonize gonna stop pimping on my channel. First the fuck all, she thinks she fucking slick, y'all. Harmonize know every fucking dude. How that happen? She know everybody. Anybody come in here? Hey, Harmonize, what the fuck is going on in here? The fuck is going on? You find out. You find out. You find out. She said she be on in a few. She'll pop up here in a little bit. She's the co-host. She can do what she want. She can do what she want. She can do what she wants. Oh man, baby. What else has been going on before I jump into Lil Woody and this YSL trial? And I'm gonna explain why should I mad at YSL in Atlanta, and I'm gonna get into that. Y'all hold your horses, slow down. I got the long stroke. Y'all ladies like to be long stroke, don't you know? You don't want no wham bam. Thank you, man. I know them quickies is nice every now and then, but sometimes I give y'all quickies, but we're gonna long stroke you. Get some long strokes. So just strap in. Strap in. Strap in. Hey man, people, y'all just checking in, man. Put your state or put your city in the damn chat. Me and Ahmadaz here in Charlotte. DG is up there in Ohio somewhere. He up there with Dave Chappelle. The rest of y'all, man, let me know where y'all at, man. And from the bricks will be in here in a little bit. We be in here. The rest of y'all, come on and chime in. Come on and chime in. Interact with me. Even if you don't like me, chime in. Maybe I could clear something up for you. But a lot of times y'all take things out of context and then you want to run back and do 2 weeks worth of shows on your channel about something I said and you're taking it out of context. That's bitch nigga shit, man. We grown men over here. You're supposed to say, hey man, that thing you just said, can you give me a little bit more clarity on that? And let's reason together. Do that bitch nigga shit. Gotcha moments, and little girls do that. Y'all act like little girls trying to do gotcha moments. The fuck is that about? Fuck is that about? Do them gotcha moments over here. I mean, I generally want people to reason together and learn and come to some kind of understanding. We ain't got to agree. I don't that agree to disagree bullshit. I ain't that's stupid. It's stupid. It's one of the stupidest sayings that ever came to the black community. Because the people who always say that shit, they done lost the argument. That's why they say, well, I'm going to just agree to disagree. No, nigga, I done destroyed your fucking argument. What is you talking about? And you ain't going to listen to reason? Fuck, I got to talk to you for. Well, fuck. Shout out to the real bro. Oh, no. I'm so used to saying that. Shout out to TJ over at Through the Fire podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to TJ. Make sure you subscribe. We're going to be over there on Monday. I believe that's, is it 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? Somewhere around there. I'll be over there. I think Obsidian is going to be on there. We'll see what TJ putting together. TJ's trying to smell what he cooking, Trying to smell what he cooking over there. Gonna see what happens, We're gonna see what happens. Some of y'all, you're confused, and you hear these talking points and you just really don't know what y'all talking about, like red pill rage. It ain't red pill rage, it's blue pill rage. Because you want to believe what you want to believe. That's blue pill. Red pill is you want to learn the truth. You may not know, you're not going to get the truth instantly. It took Neo to the end of damn near the third movie to finally really understand what was going on. He took the fucking red pill in the beginning of the first movie. But y'all don't get it because most of y'all using the pill analogy, never seen the fucking movie. Don't even get it. Right? And it makes me sick. It makes me sick. Makes me sick. What kind of clip is that? What? I don't know what clip that is. I made a clip and I don't recognize it. Let me play this clip, y'all. I don't know what the hell this shit is.
Let's move on to the next question. Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jenny. I'm a sophomore, and this is for all three of you. Can you say in one sentence or less what... you know what I mean. Can you say why America is the greatest country in the world?
Diversity and opportunity.
Lewis?
Freedom and freedom. So let's keep it that way.
Will?
The New York Jets.
No.
Oh, I know what that is. That's from the newsroom. That's Will McAvee's explaining why America is not the greatest country anymore. And that was one of the most brilliant moments on television. If you've never seen it, just go to YouTube. I may play the whole clip later, but I played it the other day. I didn't mean to play it now. It's not relevant. What is and it isn't. But that's a wonderful clip. You can see it on YouTube. Just search for why America isn't the greatest country anymore, newsroom or something, and it'll come right up. Wonderful clip. Wonderful clip. They also have another clip about God and Jesus and Moses playing golf together, and Jesus did some crazy shot that ended up being a hole in one, and Moses looked at him right. I thought you was gonna play golf, not fuck around or something. It was very funny. Very funny. We got a lot of things going on in our community and so-called community. Right? And some of you just are oblivious. It's like you live in, I don't know where you live in this. Like you living in a far gone era. And we need to be preparing ourselves and our kids for what's coming. And I don't mean 10 years from now. I mean, in the next couple of years, AI is about to wipe us out. And most of y'all ain't ready. Most of us ain't ready. Ain't ready. Don't have no clue to what's going on. We'll sit around and talk a lot of shit. And Biden gonna save us. And we know Joe, and Joe go Jim Clyburn and shit. We know Joe, and nigga, you ain't back if you don't vote for Joe. And really, I said to Amanaz the other day. I reminded her of this. First of all, Donald Trump was a lifelong Democrat, right? He switched parties, like many of us did during the Obama years. Black men started pulling away from Obama during his second term, right? And once Trump decided to run for office, now all of a sudden, black women hate him and he's a racist. Where did that come from? So 2015, he wasn't a racist. 2016 or 2014, he wasn't a racist. 2015, all of a sudden, he a racist. What did he do to black women? Somebody please tell me that. I'll wait. It's like, stop being sheep, y'all. You're just getting led astray and getting herded like sheep. Huh? He ain't saying nothing I haven't said for 30 years. Dr. Claude Anderson has been saying it for damn near 50. But y'all don't know these people. You ain't been paying attention to the champ. Even though I got 2 books. I've been all over social media. I don't have a big channel here on YouTube. But I'm all over. Dr. Claude Anderson got a dozen books. Or at least a half dozen. Right? Some of y'all like, who Dr. Claude Anderson?
Right now, we do not have not one single black community in America. All you got are black neighborhoods. A neighborhood is where you eat and sleep. A hotel is a neighborhood. And some of these neighborhoods has gotten so bad now, they're not even neighborhoods anymore. Crime has gotten so high, they ran the neighbor out. All you got left is a hood. That's why they call it the hood. Nothing left in there. They don't have any communities. A community must have three elements. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can produce jobs, services, goods, products, and resources for your own people. Two, the second thing you must have in there, you must have a code of conduct, saying this is how we're going to behave. Here's how we're going to love and support each other, appreciate them, care about them, protect them. And lastly, you must have politicians elected to office who will represent you first and foremost. You don't put black folk in public office that will look out for everybody else before they look out for you. If you don't have those three things, you don't have a community.
Did he not predict what we see going on down there in Atlanta? You don't put black folk in public office, and they're going to look out for everybody before they look out for you. Is that not what's going on in Fulton County? Did he not predict it? Is that not what we see when we look around? It ain't just Fulton County. Dalton, Illinois? Where was the other one? Was it Macon? The new girl down there in Macon, Georgia? They all over the place. These DEIs. Huh? And then when it's time for them to show and prove how smart they are, how prepared they are, how educated they are, they jump up on national television and look like straight monkeys. Every time. What was the girl down there in Florida doing the prosecutor for the Travis Rudolph case? Same thing. They're supposed to be the best, and they the most educated and all of that, right? They the smartest of the smart, right? Really? Now, somebody may say I'm being biased and you hate black women, right? Yeah, right. I heard it before. Right. I heard it before. I'm not Kevin. I'm gonna tell you to fuck your mama. I don't give a fuck. I'm different from Kevin. I told y'all when y'all danced on that man's grave the night he died, you done fucked up now. Be careful what you wish for. You wanted Kevin going so bad. Now, who do you got? Couldn't live with your own failures. Where's that brought you? Back to me. And I'm not the nice guy. I'm the bad guy. I'm not going to be nice. He was gay because he was soft-spoken. All of the soft-spoken men that we Prince, Michael Jackson, Cuba Gooding Jr. I mean, come on. These niggas is always around. Soft-spoken. They ain't gay. Hell, you got Dwight Howard, his deep-ass voice. He around here getting bent over by trannies. I mean, what are you saying? You don't know how to judge character. But now you got me. And I'm not the nice guy. I'm the people's champ. I'm going to tell you straight up. If the women are right, I'm going to tell you I think they right. It's my perspective. If they wrong, I'm going to tell you wrong. Fellas, you know I call y'all bitch-ass bitches out in a minute. I say it to your damn faces on your channel. Have done it. And they over there crying, no, you can't talk about my mama like that. Your mama is a hoe. Shout out to TJ, Through the Fire podcast. And what did I say right behind him? Or right around the same time he was saying that? What did he say? Your grandmama ain't no drawers on. This shit ain't new. Talk about modern women. Women been doing this shit. I bet anybody $100 I could prove it to you. All you got to do is go buy a book on Amazon. It's called The Mothers, or Mothers rather, not The Mothers, but Mothers by Robert Breford. Robert Breford made the Breford's Laws, and he's analyzing women. He was an anthropologist. He wrote that book over 100 years ago, and if you read that book today, you would swear he was talking about today's women. How did he do that? If women have just evolved and become something new today, No, the women haven't changed. The women today are equal to their mamas. They're equal to their grandmamas. They're identical to their great grandmamas. And going back, it takes, evolutionarily speaking, it takes millions of years to get an evolutionary change. And it's usually an adaptation for the environment to survive. That's not what y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talk about. The women are the same. They are biologically equal. The only thing that's changed is the environment. So today's women are responding to the environment. They have access to things that previous generations of women didn't necessarily have access to, and they're taking advantage of it. Shout out to them. Y'all bitch niggas don't want to participate in the system, then you're going to get ran over by it. That's just the way the game is played. I can't be mad at them for taking advantage of the same shit we could do. We just won't organize. We won't make the system work. We won't fight. We want to sit back and complain. And I make $40,000 a year. She supposed to submit to me. Shut your bitch ass up. Y'all think women are free. Didn't Kevin try to tell y'all that? Didn't Kevin try to tell y'all think women are free? Women ain't free. Coochie ain't free. Who told y'all this? Y'all bitch ass daddies. Them happy ninjas. Happy wife, happy life ninjas. Them lying ass ninjas who dropped the ball. Now y'all want to bring them up on your podcast and listen to them. They ain't got nothing to say. They are the ones that fucked it up. Millennials are their kids. Kevin tried to tell y'all this. You want everything for free. You don't want to pay for mentorship. You don't want to pay to learn. You don't want to buy a goddamn book. And you think coochie should be free.
So you're a deadbeat.
No, really, not really. But
no, yes, that's really you are. You're a deadbeat. You're a deadbeat. You want a beautiful woman for free.
Then how come other guys get it free, Kevin?
We're not worried about other guys. We're talking about you, Nicholas. You came in here talking about whether gynocracy is an error, and you're a deadbeat.
Why Kevin really know? I wouldn't say that.
You said the men are victimized by the gynocracy. I can play the tape, so I'm very good at what I do. We've gotten down to the point that you can have access to these women. You got the means, everything else. You just don't want to pay for it. You want it for free, i.e., you're a deadbeat. So, and your only standard is like, well, other guys can get it for free. Yeah, but they may be paying with a currency you don't have. It's called like social skills. They're paying for it. They're just not paying for it with the money. See, the problem is you. And I don't like cheap men who try to blame their problems on other things. You can be cheap, but you can't say you want beautiful women for free.
Free. But people want to argue with me. No, Kevin didn't do that. Kevin is the problem. Kevin was trying to fix the problem. The problem is y'all didn't listen to Kevin. You listened to a couple of clips. All you got to do is go to his channel and go back to the oldest videos. He talked to men for 3 damn years. Hell, before that, he was fucking battling in deacons, trying to be the best dressed deacon. First time I seen Kevin, he had the red fur, what was it, the mink or whatever, the red mink with the red shoes to match, and he was talking shit outside the church, trying to get the other deacon to come outside. Right? He evolved. Right? Eric Gang says he loves that clip. Another person comes in and says Decline Management. Man, I love that name. Decline Management. And he says, or she says, $4 super sticker. I'm not sure what that means. I don't have super stickers. So if you're trying to send me $4 on the Pure Leaf Tea Fund, I appreciate it. Let's go over to my Cash App. It's in the description. Hit me on the Cash App. Support your boy with the Pure Leaf Tea Fund, you know. Amanaz recognized. She says, thank you. Maybe he sent it to her. I'm not sure. There go another one. I tell you, Amanaz be pimping people over here, taking all my, what the hell is going on? Over here taking my peoples. Where my Spartans at? Spartans. Yeah, I think he was talking to Harmonize when he said super chat. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, they were going back and forth. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Welcome over here to People's Podcast. Welcome. Some of y'all may be familiar with me. You may be seeing me on Harmonize channel or other channels. I'll be around, you know. But you get the raw over here. You get the raw over here. And we don't do the fuckery over here. You know, I try to give y'all quality content over here. We ain't chasing numbers over here. We 300 deep over here. We the Spartans over here. What you talking about? Shout out to Smoking Talk. Oh, I forgot, man. Y'all don't want to be here, don't be here. Plenty of places to be out here in these YouTube streets. Move around. Move around. Shout out to Love Dorsey, the lovely Love Dorsey, might I add. Okay. Okay. I said what I said. Shout out to the lovely Shalakimia. Oh, I love me some Shalakimia. Love me some Shalakimia, boy. See, I got a problem, man. I like women. And I like so many different types of women. I don't have a type. More so, you know, beyond the physical. And I've dated them all, you know. Short, tall, skinny, fat, BBW, slim, thick, super, super blue, black to white light. I mean, I don't have a preference. It's more so a personality thing. That's what really attracts me to somebody. That's what's really my attraction. I mean, traditionally, my preference had always been dark skin, nice hair, voluptuous. That's traditionally. But I mean, as I've aged and grown over the course of my life, I've done it all. I've done it all. But what makes me in SMV, we was talking about that on a couple of podcasts. SMV, ladies, is only the initial attraction, fellas. It's only the initial attraction from your neck up. Fresh face out the shower, your hair, no makeup. That's the initial attraction. Now, there are other ways, there are other attractions. There are other ways that you could become more attractive or more appealing to a man. And it's going to vary by individual man. So I tell ladies all the time, how do you get a man? Here's the 3 steps. First of all, you need to decide what kind of man, what do you want a man for? Do you want a husband? You want a boyfriend? You want a booty call? You want a maintenance man? You want a friend with benefit? Whatever it is, because I've been them all. Whatever it is, figure out what you want from that guy, because it may change from guy to guy. Right? Now, the second thing you need to figure out is, y'all listening? Y'all taking notes? Y'all taking notes? I'll be giving y'all some gems. This is one of them coming. This is bars right here. Second thing is how to get a man. Find out what it is that man wants. Because men want shit too, ladies. Men aren't here to serve y'all. Eve wasn't made to, for Adam wasn't made to serve Eve. Okay? It wasn't made that way. That's from the beginning. What does that man, that individual man, stop trying to make everything uniform across the board, and y'all want a formula that you could just apply to every man. And don't work that way. Don't work that way. Because what I want from a woman, maybe it's gonna be different from the next man. So at some point, after you identified what type of man you want, I want a friend with a benefit. Okay, well, what does he want? He wants a wife. It ain't gonna work. They always say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Well, it's a lot of hoes that's housewives. Bars. Oh shit. Oh shit, man. Somebody put bars in the fucking chat. Did I not just say that shit? Did I not just drop one on y'all? Did I not just drop one on y'all? So that's what I love about Love Dorsey. She drops bars if you listen to her. Get past her voice. She has a raspy voice. She has a sultry, raspy voice. Get past that. She's from the hood. Get past that. Right? Listen to her content, her pathology. She is very smart. She is a brilliant woman. And her content is very well thought out. I've been following her for quite some time. Quite some time. Shout out to Love Dorsey. But everybody ain't for everybody. Okay? So if she ain't for you, move on. I mean, why we gotta have podcasts and discuss this and talk about this shit for 2 damn weeks? She ain't for you. Keep it moving. That's more for me. I fucks with her. No, I don't necessarily care for the tattoos, but it's trade-offs and choices, right? Can't have everything you want. The thing you want may not come in the wrapper you want it to come in. So I can overlook the tattoos. I can overlook the nails. Me and her can have a conversation about the nails, you know. See if there's any flexibility there, you know. And this ain't me I'm using her as an example. This ain't me trying to make a play for Love Dorsey now. Don't nobody go back and say it. Well, Vape in Israel. Ain't she engaged? You in there trying to piss in another man's yard. Stop. Okay. Stop the foolishness, y'all. Stop. I reminded y'all that she was engaged and shit. Now stop. I ain't into wrecking homes now. Now, she want to come over here and talk to the champ, you know. That's a whole different conversation. She is more than welcome. You know. What we got? Let me see here. What we got? Skinny boy. Let's see what he's saying. I'm trying to read this. My eyes is bothering me right now. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in, y'all, so I can read this comment. I think it's something good. Milton is in the house. Welcome, Milton. Welcome, Milton. We appreciate you. Welcome, Milton. Is that my cousin, Milton? Is that the Yada Man? I know that ain't the Yada Man. Oh, it's not Milton. Damn it. I'm fucked up. God, dog. Shit. Y'all, listen, please forgive me, y'all. Y'all know I am really legally blind. Okay? So I looked at that on the glass and I saw Milton. That shit, now that I look at it again, Milani, I think it is. Woo. Woo. And he says, good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm sorry I butchered your name. I think my cousin's name is on my mind right now. Shout out to my cousin. He's Big Milt now. His father used to be Big Milt, but his father passed, so now he's Big Milt. He's up there in Cleveland. Shout out to my cousin Milt, doing his thing, and his beautiful wife Dana. They doing their thing. And my little cousin Mina. Shout out to Mina. She's so smart. Kindergarten. She I remember her first day, she was getting ready to start, and she knew all her ABCs and her address and her phone number. She was going to stay up all night and tell cousin Van about everything. He said, no, the hell you ain't. You better get your ass in that bed. I said, little girl, don't be trying to play me, using me as an alibi. You ain't. You look, I got kids now. We ain't falling for that. But I love her to death, man. I love kids. All right. What else? What did he say? Yeah, I really am legally blind, so I don't know why we're making a joke. I had a stroke a few years ago and lost my eyesight. I had retinopathy. Go back to Melania or whatever that was. Wait a minute, because I wanted to see what that thing was. I was interested. Let me blow it up a little bit. She said, "Good." No, it wasn't Melania. It was yeah, okay. Who was that skinny boy that said that? You know, the host called herself a high priestess. With a panel full of misandrists. I'm not sure what we talking about there. I struggled with that. Damn. I butchered that shit. God damn. I butchered the hell out of that. When I saw the high priestess part, it made me think about that's what Ayana Van Zant used to call herself in the 90s. She was back then, she was a high voodoo priestess, black, Negro, whatever the fuck her spirituality journey or whatever the hell she was on back then. And then she switched it over to something else, some made up religion. And then she went Baptist, and she's all over the place, you know. That's what it made me think of. Y'all active in the chat, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all being active. Oh, shit. Hold on. Had to make sure this sucker was plugged in so we don't get cut off. Yeah, we got juice, y'all. We got juice. I don't know what Amanaz in there listening to, but she in there clapping and she going off in there. Somebody must be talking at ish. Okay. Yeah, I had a couple of strokes as well. Unfortunately, the damage to my retina is no recovery for it. It just is what it is. Only thing I could do is try to control my blood pressure where it doesn't get worse. And it is what it is at this point. It is what it is. But you know, and I tell this all the time to men, I don't give a shit what's wrong with you. Your toe twitching the wrong way, whatever. Go to the damn doctor. You got insurance. You get free checkups with your insurance. Utilize it. Don't wait too late. You know, kidney disease runs in my family. I didn't find this out until after my kidneys started failing. You know, we didn't talk about this. You know, again, I was raised by the not this baby boomers, but silent generation. Those old men didn't say shit. You know, they just dealt with it. You know, however they dealt with it. But they all had it. You know, I found out later on. Now I'm sick. Oh yeah, your grandfather had this, or your uncle had that, and I'm like, wait a minute, y'all knew this was gonna happen. You know, So we got to do a better job, men, with our own health. And we got to start being selfish. You're your star player, and we got to start putting us first. I mean that shit. I mean ahead of your kids, your wife, your girlfriend, your mama, whoever. Trust me. Because when I got sick, everybody showed they asses and they showed their colors. I'm an honest to tell you, she was the one sitting up in the hospital with me. She was the one that came and got me out of surgery. I got a ton of family in Charlotte and surrounding areas. She was the one. Hmm? Facts. So yeah, go to and request to see a specialist. You know, they can refer you to a specialist. Don't just take your primary care doctor's word for it. Oh, you need to drink more water and that bullshit. Hey, kidney disease runs in my family. I mean, of course, you got to know your family history for this example, but I need to talk with a nephrologist or whatever, a gastrologist, whatever. Is there anybody else I could speak to just in case, And you need to be doing this in your 30s, gentlemen. You need to be doing this in your 30s. But the blessing in disguise, I'm healthier today than I was 10 years ago. Facts. That's a fact. Hell, I'm healthier today than I was 15 years ago. Because the stroke, me losing my eyesight, me going on dialysis, that forced me to really learn about what was going on with my body and make the changes I needed to make. If I hadn't had the stroke when I did and went to the doctor, I would have been dead in 6 months. No joke. No joke. My father died right before that, and he just dropped dead. My father was at my house on a Thursday. Sunday, he was dead. Didn't have any really major health concern, So we got to take care of ourselves, fellas. Got to take care of yourself. I mean that shit. And every ninja out here is an expert. We all doctors, we all lawyers, and we all mechanics. Stop doing that shit. Go talk to the specialists. I was drinking a lot of water, eating a lot of salad. That shit was killing me. See, when your kidneys fail, that's when the fluid builds up. It was building up on my legs, and it was building up on my lungs. I couldn't fucking breathe. And I couldn't walk. And everybody could just drink water, eat salad. You need to eat more healthy. Stupid stuff. I was already eating healthy. So when I got with my nutritionist, with my kidney doctors, what did they do? They took all potassium, stuff high in potassium away from me, tomatoes, tomato-based stuff, lettuce, bananas, oranges. I was drinking a damn gallon of orange juice by myself every week. Didn't know I'm killing myself, thinking I'm doing something healthy. Talk to your doctors, fellas. Talk to them. Every ninja out here is a friggin' doctor. Will tell you some old wives' tale voodoo witchcraft bullshit. Right? Oh, man, let's see here. Oh, they're going back and forth. But yeah, I thought they was gonna take everything from me when I first got with my nutritionist, and she surprised me. I went in there thinking, oh shit, I ain't gonna be able to eat nothing but kale and whole wheat, and that's what I was preparing myself for. When I went in there, she says, no, I need you to eat all the steak and in chicken, high protein. I need you to get it all. And I think that year, me and Amanaz, ain't that one of them years we went to Chima? We stayed up in Chima. We need to go back. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But it's fascinating. Fascinating. Briefer's Law, I was saying that earlier. I got off on a tangent. Get that book. You want to learn the nature of women? That book is spot on. It gives you 3 laws. You could actually Google Briefer's Law. Robert Briefert, Brifalt, I think, or Fault, something like that. You can Google Briefer's Laws. It'll come up. Read them. That was 100 years ago when he made those laws. So how can we have modern women if they still doing the same exact thing? And this mythological traditional woman, especially when we're talking about the Black community, is non-existent. Non-existent. Black women always worked. You had very few stay-at-home wives because we didn't make enough money, so our wives could stay home totally independently. Even the wives that stayed home, they had jobs out of the house. They was babysitting kids, they was seamstresses, they was bookkeeping, they were earning money. But see, these women today, when they say stay-at-home wife, they want to stay at home and watch Maury all day and eat bonbons. That's what they want to do. They want to watch Paternity Court all day and don't do nothing. That's what they mean by it. See, we got to start clarifying meaning because words matter. You know, that clip is mine. Words matter, right? But we need to clear and get context because context matters. We need to get context. And that's a perfect segue into tonight's topic. We're going to jump right in there. We're going to talk about Lil Woody. Context matters. But before that, play a little commercial for everybody. Everybody stay tuned here. This is Deacon Awasop out of Gastonia here in North Carolina. Let's let him talk for a minute. Shout out to Deacon Awasop. I mean, that's a powerful thing. So I'm gonna continue playing that throughout my streams or whatever. You know, Deke is giving an acknowledgement to single mothers and supporting what the men of Israel United in Christ are trying to do, and you know, give these boys particularly an alternative. Give our people an alternative. So yeah, that's powerful right there. I want to back up for a minute. Sometimes, and I want to preface what I'm gonna say. Hold on. They never show what growing on. What am I missing? Oh, they was having a conversation. Okay. Sometimes we talk too much, y'all. And we're itching to be heard. You know. And like Paul Mooney said, that's Oprah's fault. But I'm going to speak to it right now. And we like to use words without context. That's what I just said. And without fail, here I go getting proven right. We use words without context, and we use these isms, and they sound cute. It makes it seem like you know what you're talking about, and it really makes no sense. It's like, what are you talking about? So we use these isms, and we got to stop doing that. I was listening to the Real Dana with Joe Brown the other night, and then she had some dude jumped up on her panel. She don't normally do panels, but she did a panel, and this dude used, and used just about every kind of ism type of thing. And I'm like, I'm listening to him, and I know what these words mean, and the fuck are you talking about? But we like to do that. That's that Eric Dyson shit. You know, we like to throw words around, and we itching to use certain words, and fascism and that kind of shit, and Marxism and this ism and that ism, and it's the People's Podcast. This is for the people. Let's use some layman terms. Because see, that's where you start finding out people really don't know what they're talking about. What you mean? Shout out to Lil Woody. Right? So let's back this up. I want to address this traditionalism, because that's bullshit. Those women, and I'm assuming we're talking about the women of silent generation and older. That was a different time period. The environment was different. It was different. So those women were responding to the environment as it existed back then. That environment no longer exists. Therefore, that form of traditionalism that people are quick to refer to doesn't exist anymore either. That's the fact. They wanted like somebody said, they just want to sit home and sleep all day. Grandma wasn't doing that. Big Mama wasn't doing that. Big Mama damn near had to watch. She was washing clothes by hand. I remember when we got our first washing machine, and that ain't even comparable to the modern washing machines we got today. And she still had to hang clothes on the damn line. These women ain't doing that today. They ain't got to wash dishes. They can push everything with a button. It takes 5 minutes to load the dishwasher, 5 minutes to load the washing machine or dryer. And then what are they doing for the rest of the week? You ain't washing clothes every day. They ain't even cooking every day. How many videos have I done in the supermarket and I'm showing you they ain't shopping? They buying heat up shit, ready-made shit. So you can't have traditionalism in an environment that don't support it. Don't happen. So we got to be careful what words we're using. That's why I said we got to find out what do you mean by that? Especially when women start talking that traditional. Same thing when they talk when they reverse it and they're talking about their grandfathers and I want a man like my grandfather. No, you don't. Grandpa didn't do shit. He went to work and came home, and that's it. No, my granddaddy used to cut the grass, and my granddaddy used to work on the car. How often did he have to cut grass? He wasn't cutting grass every damn day. He wasn't getting oil changed every day. I mean, we got to put things in context. Most of them old men went to job. They had one job to do. It was very simple. They had to move a box, push a button, drive a truck. They were very simple. They didn't have multitasking in their generation. And then they came home and did nothing. They didn't help their wives with the kids and do housework. And most of them walked around outside, got drunk or whatever they did and pretended like they was busy outside. Stop. My grandfather had 13 brothers and sisters. I know these men. These men weren't doing nothing. Multitasking didn't happen until the 90s. That's why we today, Generation X, is more productive. This is a fact. More productive workers than their father's generation, the baby boomers, and their grandfathers, the silent generation. More productive. These are facts. So when women look at them, you got a better crop of men today than your grandmother did. But you're complaining. You're complaining. All of the facts support the statement I just said. Right? Right, like Amina said, I just caught it. A lot of them are talking, they have nostalgia for something they never saw growing up. Remember where I had these conversations with my ex-wife. She was about 6 or 7 years old when her grandfather died. But she was always throwing up in my face with her grandfather. I said, baby, you didn't know your granddaddy. You didn't know him. You heard stories about him, but you didn't know him, and you don't know what he was doing. He wasn't grocery shopping like I was. He wasn't washing all of the clothes like I was and ironing. He wasn't the breadwinner and doing all of this stuff simultaneously. I did all of that. So her argument was, well, I need a real man like my granddaddy. The fuck? So it's like you're chasing a ghost. They create this ghost in their mind, this superhero type figure in their mind that didn't exist. And you want a modern man or a man in modern times to live up to this character you created that you didn't know and didn't exist. Generation X men are better fathers. They're better workers. The ones that, this is facts. Yeah, a lot. You're absolutely right. She said a real man to them is a simp, and I wasn't a simp, and she hated me for it. But since we've been divorced, every time she get a problem, she want to run back to me. Nah, go ask that new dude. Don't leave me the fuck alone. I'm good. Like I tried to fix them problems for 20 years. You ain't want to hear what I got to say. Now we divorced and you want to talk to me? The fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna read all of them comments and shit. I may drop a link later or something. I'm not gonna have. I'm trying to do a show here, and it's quite rude for somebody trying to argue with me while I'm trying to do the show. It's really not fair to everybody else. I'm trying to do a show. Tell you this is the People's Podcast. I don't do certain things. I'm not a nice guy, so I'm being as nice as I can right now, though. Follow along with the show. There's no arguing it. Period. You have nothing to stand on. The environment is changed. That's the only way you could. Culture is biology plus environment equals culture. You can't change the biology. So in order to change the culture, the environment has to change. That change happened in the 70s, particularly 1970 is when the paradigm shift happened. See, a lot of y'all like to talk. You talking to a fucking expert. Listen and learn. You might learn something. Not here to debate. I've written books on this topic. I've done this for too long. Just listen. Try to learn. But some of y'all was a little tink in school, always raising your hand, interrupting the teacher. But, and they put your ass right now ISS. See, the smart kids be quiet or wait to the end when it's appropriate.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
I'm sorry, y'all. But no, I prefaced this line of conversation with Robert Brieford, right? He was describing women from 100 years ago. And almost word for word, it fits today. So how do you have traditional? If women are doing the same exact shit. And when you go back through the historians and the history books, same shit. They're all saying the same thing. Even in the Bible, they're saying the same thing. They're all describing the same thing. There's nothing new under the sun. That includes spirits. It's the spirit of Eve. It was this way from the beginning. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm going to step outside for a minute. While I continue this, I need some air. Need a little air, and I'm going to grab me a tea on the way back. That's what I was really trying to do. But I'm going to kill two birds in one stone. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Hold on a minute. But no, let's move on. Oh, shit, I can't stay out here too long.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals.
I didn't mean to play that again, y'all. I apologize. I was trying to see what my charge looked like. Okay, there we go. Oh, shit, never mind. I got to go right back in here and get this put this thing right back on the charge. This thing at 2%. Hold on. I didn't know it was this bad. I'll wait till Amanaz comes in to step outside. Get some air. Should be in soon. I'll let her take over for a minute. So, yeah. Anyway. Uh-oh. What is going on with Colorado? I'm getting a lot of updates for land for sale. Big chunks of land in Colorado lately. I know that's off topic. 80 acres. I just got one the other day for like 80 acres, 40 acres. What's going on up there in Colorado? You find out. You find out about Colorado, y'all. Find out. But yeah. So we think we know things that we don't know. And usually clinically that would be the illusion of validity. We just fill in the blanks with whatever we think sounds cute. Essentially. Dunning-Kruger. I mean, you got a lot of these clinical terms, the Dunning-Kruger effect, confirmation bias. There's a few, they all kind of go in there together. And we saw this with the prosecutor, what was her name? Hilton or something like that. The girl who was prosecuting. There was cross-examining, or not cross-examining, but examining Lil Woody. She has convinced herself of something, and whatever she finds, it's a subjective way of thinking. She didn't let the evidence lead her to a conclusion. She already had the conclusion, and she went out to find evidence to match what she already believed. Right? That's what she did. And it's really showing. He said 5 times just today, I told them detectives whatever I could think of at the time to get them off my trail, off my ass, or something he said one time. In fact, I lied to him. I just told him whatever. I made up stuff. So then she immediately goes, well, do you remember saying this? What fucking difference does it make? How you expecting this man to remember a lie he told damn near a decade ago? And this is what she's been doing all week. Like, ma'am, did you not just hear what he said? He lied. But she done made up in her mind. And then she's going to go headstrong. And this is indicative of these DEI type hires. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen it with Fani Willis. So no wonder the women under her behave this way. We see it with Tiffany Haynard, with the other girl, Crockett or whatever her name is down there in Macon, I think. We see Ketanji Brown. What's the chick up there in New York that wanted to go after Trump or whatever, that chick. They just get headstrong. They don't look at the evidence. I'm just convinced, and I'm going to prove it. Well, those of us have been, you've been in a relationship. Women, y'all do this in relationships. I know he cheating on me, so I'm going to go prove that he's cheating on me. You ain't got no evidence. None. But you're going to go find the evidence. You already believe he's cheating on you, so you might as well fucking leave. So I tell women, don't even go through my phone. If you even get the inclination to go through my phone, you might as well break up with me because the relationship is over. I promise you. And I'm going to give you something to find. I'm going to make sure you find something. I'm going to put a little mousetrap in my phone to make you react to it. And I did. And like I tell all of the women this, don't go look at my phone. And if you do, you're going to find something. I'm going to make sure of it. And then you're going to look stupid. And sure enough, they do every time. Well, I'm sorry. Nope. Relationship over. Bye. Well, I made a mistake. No, I told you in advance what you were going to do and not to do that thing specifically. And you did it anyway. No reason for whatsoever. My grandmother always said, when you point a finger, you got 3 pointing back at you. We tend to forget that. We tend to forget that. Them fingers pointing back. Okay. Now, if the man is, I think information overload, I'm going off on a tangent. Shit. I think information overload is the problem with relationships today. Ladies, you're taking in too much information and you can't process it. It was never designed to be that way. What the scriptures say, if you're going to learn anything, do it at home from your husband. There is a reason. You ain't supposed to be getting all this information from all of these outside men. Look what Eve did. As soon as she did, what happened? She destroyed paradise. Because she didn't want to listen to Adam. She wanted to be above Adam. Right? That was always in her spirit. And that's how Satan played on her. He didn't go to her in the form of a snake. He was a snake. He went to her as a form of a beautiful man. And he played her. He played on that insecurity that was already in her. And yeah, if you eat that, you're going to know what they know. The they wasn't Adam. The they was God in Christ. She wanted to skip over Adam. Because see, divine order is God, Christ, the husband, the wife. She wanted to know more than Adam. She wanted to skip over. We still have that today. Right? Too much information. I know a girl, me and Aminaz was laughing about this earlier today. This girl I used to talk to. And she called me with a problem. And I give her the solution to try to help out. She'd go ask 10 other people, mostly men, the same damn question. The fuck you come ask me for? And then she would go with whatever answer was closest to what she already thought. That's how she made decisions. And she always made bad decisions this way. Right? Always. Why did you come to me? Why did you waste my time? If you was going to do that anyway, leave me out of the loop. But I see so many ladies, y'all do that because y'all are polyandrous. Y'all got y'all got a bunch of men. You ain't sleeping with all of them. But nonetheless, you still got a bunch of men in your vicinity. Grandma ain't have no men. Grandma had grandpa, and that was it. That was in her ear on a regular basis. Grandma barely talked to her brothers. She listened to her husband. But y'all want to talk to everybody, get information from everybody, and these dudes you see on the internet, you see here on the manosphere, these niggas don't know what they talking about. That ain't nothing new. That ain't because of social media. You always had goofy ninjas out here that don't know what they talking about. Giving out bad advice, and y'all taking all of that shit in, and then trying to sort it out. And then it prevents you from making a quality decision. Because these dudes are very rarely going to tell you they don't know. They're very rarely going to say, I don't know. That's how you know what I'm saying is true. You ask them something, they always got an answer. They always got a solution for everything. They can never just say, hey, man, I don't know. Let me, hey, my man is a mechanic or whatever. Let me introduce you to him, and maybe he can help you out. Right? That's problem solving. Problem solving ain't always having an answer to the question. Problem solving is knowing where to get the answers from, knowing where to solve problems at, fellas. But that's that pride, that foolish pride, that vain thoughts, that vanity thinking. Pride is the beginning of sin. You're too prideful just to say, I don't know something. You ain't supposed to know everything. And these ladies don't expect y'all to know everything. A lot of times they'll ask y'all a question just to watch you lie. I've seen them do it. Just to watch you lie. Let me ask this nigga this question, see what he said. And his dumbass, he lied. They do shit tests all the time. Goofy ninjas. But this girl, this prosecutor, this is what we're seeing. Lil Woody. He's already declared, I'm going to lie. Who decided to make this the star witness? He ain't doing nothing different. Even when you go back to these interviews, he was talking the same way. He ain't just start talking like this. He been saying this shit the whole time. I'm going to tell y'all whatever I got to tell y'all. He a hood dude. He a pookie. But But some of y'all like dudes like this, off topic a little bit. Y'all like dude. Y'all like Pookie. Y'all like a dude like Lil Woody. He had a baby. He had a girl. He had no problem getting no women. Y'all like that with his ignorant ass. Huh? What you mean? You gotta be Pacific. Huh? Huh? I guess. She fired. She fired. She fired. Put she fired in the chat. Y'all put she fired in the chat. Put she fired in the chat. Okay. Thank you. Look, Lionel said, hit the like button. That's what he said. Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. I'm not familiar with you, but I thank you. Welcome to the People's Podcast. Welcome. Welcome. That's it. He said, Lil Woody, please. And for real. Yeah. He's funny, man. And he's smart. See, we always equate education with intelligence. That's incorrect. In fact, your IQ goes down during college. Your IQ goes down during college. You lose a couple of points. So education doesn't make you more intelligent. But we tell ourselves that stupid shit. Or because you don't have education, you're not intelligent. That's wrong too. Lil Woody might be a fucking genius out there in the hood. He may be a genius level hood dude. He been taking care of himself all these years. He look healthy. When he said game, that's game. That's game. Shout out Lil Woody. That's game. Put game. Somebody put hashtag game in the chat. Right? He telling you what I'm running game on y'all. I'm finessing y'all. I'm finessing. Lil Woody gonna end up getting a whole new life out of this trial. He ain't gonna be able to go back to Atlanta. Even though he's probably going to be the reason Young Thug gets off of this trial. But he ain't going to be able to go back to Atlanta because he talked too much. He talked to the police too much. I'm like, damn, Ninja. The rule used to be don't talk to the police. About nothing. Lawyer. He stayed talking. They got, this nigga was dropping mixtapes up in the police station. They stay with a tape on this dude. If he had just asked for a lawyer, we wouldn't even be here right now. Right? Y'all realize that? So that's what Southern dudes, I know y'all being hood is new to y'all. In the last 20 years, it's a new thing. But where I'm from, the real hood, you ain't talk to the cops. For nothing. Unless you call them yourself, somebody broke into your house, you call the cops, that's different. But cops come asking you about some street shit, nah, you ain't talking to no cops. Without no lawyer, no. Nope. No, lawyer. Especially a dude like him who ain't got no real job. I mean, dude, it was a certain rules of the street that you just knew, you just had to keep, And you always had a real job. That was the one thing that the drug dealers back in the day, they always had regular jobs. Because, the police caught you, if you got caught with money, this is before debit cards and shit, with a lot of money, you need to be able to explain where your money came from. you just cash your check or whatever, you know, that kind of thing. And back then, everybody had the knot. Everybody rolled around with the knot or the wine, you know. Well, no debit cards back then. Debit cards is new. Hell, in up north, they like New York, a lot of them still don't use debit cards in New York. I think we adopted to that faster down here than they did up there. They still struggling with that shit, you know. Some things is faster down here in the South. Some things is faster up north. It just depends on what you're talking about. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all of y'all in the chat. Y'all the 300. Y'all the Spartans. I appreciate y'all. Hold on. I'm trying to keep up. I know y'all talking. Wait a minute. What's she saying? She says, only on social media. Hold on. Let me sit up. Maybe I can't. Just bear with me. Let me get it where I can see it better. Only on social media. Damn it. Okay. That makes it better. Okay. Only on social media. They have options. The same people walk past them in real life. Maybe y'all might have been having a proper conversation. I'm lost on that comment. That's another thing we got to do. Stop blaming social media. All this stuff was happening before social media. So how do we explain that? All this stuff was happening way before social media. As the social media, what we call social media today, I mean, we've always had some form of social media. I mean, definitely over the last 40 years. But I think social media has made some things worse. But we got to stop making it seem like social media created a new problem. The problems was already there, and it was already in existence and happening. Many of these problems that we try to blame on social media was already happening. It's just some things have become more acceptable. Some things have become more visible because of social media and technology, modern technology. But we've always had these things here. For the most part. For the most part. Yeah, I mean, y'all keep making these comments, the new this, the new that. What time frame are y'all talking about? That's what I'd like to know. What time frame? Maybe I'm missing something. I'm trying to get the context, you know, before I run my damn mouth. Oh, come on now. I'm waiting. I'm trying to keep up with y'all in the chat as well. All right, let's see. Here we go with the back in the day. I don't know how old you are. I don't know what you mean by back in the day. Again, layman's terms. What are you talking about? I mean, people today to talk about the 2000s is back in the day. That ain't back in the day for me. Right, so you're 35. Your back in the day and my back in the day is different. So that's what I'm trying to understand what you're talking about. No, I'm just trying to understand. I mean, like I said, and ain't that what I said? Early 2000s is not back in the day. It's not back in the day. That's what I was trying to understand. So, the first social media and consistent with the modern social media, as we would call it, that would be GeoCities. We had GeoCities in the late 80s. That's the precursor to what we have now. So I mean, social media goes back 40 something years in its current form, I would say. No, most don't consider that. Most millennials might consider that back in the day. That's why we just got. I'm just asking, be clear on what we're saying. That's all, so I know what we're talking about. Somebody say back in the day, I'm thinking 80s. That's what I'm thinking. Automatically off the top of my head, I think 80s. And most of the people I know think that too. So when we say most people, that's most people you know. Well, most people you're exposed to. That's anecdotal. Doesn't mean it's universally true for everybody. The same what? What did I say that could be said for me? No, we're finished. So and I think even here in the manosphere, I run into people with you know, the back in the day talk on the manosphere, and um and it really just depends on it. I'm trying to carefully phrase it. Trying to carefully phrase it. Um or let's say politically speaking. I mean, politically speaking, even with the MAGA, make America great again. My question was always, what what are you talking about? What year? What decade are we talking about? America's great, universally, like, and even far right wing people. I've never gotten a clear answer from any of those people what year they're talking about. That they're talking about. Well, it's nothing to disassociate yourself with. It's not an association. You're here. You're in the manosphere. It's a place where men talk issues. That's what it was. Where male issues are discussed. That's all the manosphere is, and the black manosphere is where black men supposedly get together and discuss issues. That's all it is. It's not a group. It's not an organization. Nothing you could be a part of. And there's no one type of ideology. It's dozens of ideologies that are all in the manosphere. Always has been. Well, Black America has always been an echo chamber. Again, you got people who shouldn't be speaking, and they've always done that throughout Black America, throughout history. Just that's why everybody's not invited to the conversation where real decisions are being made. But this is Oprah's fault. Paul Mooney spoke about this. Dick Gregory spoke about this. You know, this phenomenon where everybody thinks their opinion matters. I said it earlier. Everybody thinks they're a mechanic. Everybody thinks they're a doctor, a lawyer. It's people just repeating things that they heard. I remember when people started saying Hondas run forever. I remember when people said that. And I was always curious by that. Because growing up, oh man. It's kind of difficult when you only have two-dimensional thinking, where it's either this or that. It's either this or that. It's either black or white, male or female, up, down. It's a spectrum. It's a spectrum where most things are usually a spectrum. But we don't see it that way. The only way a problem can be resolved is if that we acknowledge that there is a problem and then start the root cause analysis and try to resolve the problem. So this new age speak of positivity and unhealthy, healthy, mental health, all of this psychobabble talk. What are we talking about? And what's the point? Is it moving to any solutions, that talk? And I digress. I say really it ain't. What we got here? Oh, Streamyard tripping. The scriptures say you should be at the age where your teachers, but you need that one teach you again. Another way of saying that is kind of goes along with this. Too many chiefs, not enough Indians. All of these kind of expressions, and it kind of I don't know. Amanaz, I forgot to do what you told me to do. I just thought about it. With the damn you told me to go on the YouTube studios. Damn it. I meant to do it, and I think I started watching Professor Nez or something, and I got sidetracked. I'll do it tonight. I forgot. It just hit me. Just hit me. Just hit me. Just hit me. But I want to move it back to Lil Woody again, and so I was talking about Henson or Hilton, whatever. Is it Henson? I'm gonna say Henson. Going. I don't think it's the hotel. I think her name is Henson, and it's just, I believe, from my observation, it's just I think she was signed a task, because I know how offices work, and I think she got allocated. Somebody allocated certain duties to her, and I think she was in charge of going through the videos and the social media. So thus, it is Hilton. Okay, like the hotel. Okay, so she became that person who was most familiar with the video content. Those are the detective interviews, his social media posts. That's how she became the person who needs to cross-examine him, I believe. Unfortunately, the assumption was he was telling the truth on those posts, and he was telling the truth on to the detectives on those videotapes, them interrogation tapes. I don't think she ever considered the fact he's playing a character. And that's the genius of Woody, y'all. Woody is smart as hell. He's playing a character to the max. Now, it's going to be interesting. And he knows. I mean, they already threatened to throw him in jail for a couple of years. They got guards watching him. I mean, all kind of shit is going on. He know this man done been in jail a bunch of times. He know this shit ain't right. What's going on? He got a spidey sense tingling. So he's in survival mode, protect himself mode. Is what I believe he's doing. So he, like he said 5 times, I'm going to say whatever I got to say. Hey, she fired. She fired. Huh? What you mean? What you mean? What kind of gun was it? What you mean? I mean, come on now. Some of the things I understand why he's saying what you mean, but he's doing it to get under her skin too, and he could tell. He got street smarts. He could tell she's razzled, and when he got her razzled, he turned it on. He turned it on even heavier. What you mean? He'll just say it. I guess I don't recall. He does it at times to really F with her. That's why he's doing it. And especially, I'm sure it got back to him that she was crying. He know he can do it. He know what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. Amanaz, are you coming up? Or you in the middle of something right now? Wow. Amanaz, you still here? Well, let me give her a minute. She might be signing in. Let me see. Give her a minute. But yeah, he knows what he's doing, man. This guy's a street. He's been surviving on the streets for many years. He ain't no idiot. He ain't no idiot. Intelligence, again, has nothing to do with education. He can't read very well. He may not know all that. He may not know E come after D in the alphabet. Like he got stuck on that today. Which was sad, you know. Oh, okay. She's not coming right now. Okay. She said, right, no. All right. What you mean? What you mean? Huh? Oh, man. But he's playing the system. Like he said, I'm trying to finesse the system. I'm running game. I'm going to tell him. He's laying out his plan. And these educated people, supposed to be the best in the business, top of the state. How did they miss this? How did they miss this? Are they not going home and reflecting on their own performance? Come on, they got to be. They got to be. What you mean? What you mean, huh? I think lead attorney in AV selling what you mean t-shirts. What you mean? It's crazy. But here's what's sad about this is that I was speaking the other day about black male image. Now I want to talk a little bit about black people image. We used to want to put our best forward, you know, to represent us. And we wanted to, you know, when we came out of the house, we were dressed a certain way. We were sharp. That's what Deacon Alwasop said on that commercial I played earlier, that video, that clip I played earlier. He was talking about the men were dressed, that was sharp. Same thing. We used to be dressed. We used to be sharp. It didn't have to be Sunday. We looked like that every day. Right? Shoes were shined. There were no scuffs on our shoes, you know. We cared about our image and our branding. That's what we cared about. And we need to get back to that. Right? Is that Mr. He Said in here? Mr. He Said is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure you definitely subscribe over there to his channel as well. Please drop your link, young man. Appreciate it. He came in the door and he said, good evening, everyone. Salute. That's right. Salute to the chat. We in here, man. The Spartans are in here. We are in here. I don't know what Derek is at. Is Derek still here? We still here. It's the Spartans over here. We strong. We 300 strong. Mm-hmm. But we got to get back. And we not only did we put our best foot forward, we didn't put our worst foot forward. Right? See, both things can be true. Not only are we not putting our best foot forward today, we putting the fucking worst of the worst out front. Remember when the old people used to say, don't leave the house with no dirty drawers? You might go to the hospital, you want your drawers to be clean, or you out here representing the family, whatever your last name was. My grandparents' last name was Bowens. You were Bowen, you know. With that name means something. Well, you were McKay. That's my grandmother's maiden name. Right? Those names mean something, but we got away from. We just put everything forward and everybody equal and everybody got a right to talk. No, they don't. You got a right to have an opinion. That don't mean you share it. Once you share it, you are responsible for it. Don't give a fuck what Oprah said. She don't let Stedman just run his mouth. I guarantee that. I guarantee Stedman know when to shut the fuck up. Shout out to Stedman. He been quiet for a long time. Shout out to Stedman, y'all. Stedman been quiet. But we got to get, and I'm not even talking about a professionalism. I'm talking about just decent behavior. All things are supposed to be done in decent and in order. Hey, I'm talking about basic decency. That's what I'm talking about. That. And somewhere along the way in recent time, not back in the day, in recent time, we got away from it. Got away from it. And we got to start trying to reverse course, because we are facing an extinction level event. We're past the tipping point. I talk about this all the time. Fellas always want to throw up the marriage rates for women, like Femi brought up to me when I was on her channel last week. And she's right. She's right. That's the echo chamber that Skinny was just talking about. Those talking points. But let's put it in context, shall we? 25% is including the remnants of the silent generation, baby boomers, and Gen X. So once the remnants of Gen X die off, right? Those numbers, that 25% drops down to single digits. That's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. It's an extinction level event. We got to reverse course immediately so our great-grandchildren can have a shot at it. And our grandchildren, I ain't going to say my granddaughter is 10 years old. So I'm going to say great-grandchildren. They have a shot at it. There's no hope for us. There's no hope for millennials and Zoomers and the alphas. The alphas are in high school. We got to start thinking long-term planning, survival. And at the rate we're going to wipe ourselves out as we currently know us. Because, see, black men can make black babies with anybody, ladies. We don't need y'all. We want y'all. And we want to have babies who look like us as we look now. We don't want to show up 100 years from now and so-called black people ain't black no more, as we currently know ourselves. I mean, do y'all know what Mexicans used to look like when they populated what we now call California a few hundred years ago? What we call Mexicans today don't look like them Californians used to look. Go back and look at them old photographs. And people got wiped out. I ain't talking about the ones that made it to the reservation. Those are the ones that complied, and the Aztecs, they ain't here no more. Now we got Mexicans. It used to be Aztecs. The Spaniards wiped their asses out. Wiped them off the earth. Now we got a whole different population of people in the same place. So this thing that I'm speaking about, this anomaly, if you will, I'm not even going to call it an anomaly because it happens too often throughout history. It happens. We can see examples of it. Drastic example. The Egyptians. When we call Egyptians today, those aren't the original Egyptians. That's remnants of the people who moved in after the fact. The Persians, the Persian Medes and fucking Babylonians and shit. That's who the Egyptians are now. Dude, those aren't the original Egyptians. The original Egyptians got destroyed. They got wiped out. As documented in the Bible. They got wiped the fuck out. Right? I mean, these are facts. This happens all over the globe. It's happened. Look at Israel. Those aren't Israelites. Those are people. Those are the remnants of the damn Romans who moved in 70 AD. Those are Edomites, Idumeans, Macedonians, Romans, Greeks. The remnants of those, they came in and mixed with a few that was there and stole the culture and the history and painted their likeness into the history. Right? Ain't that what the Bible says happened? They painted their likeness. What's that, Maccabees? First or second, I can't remember which one. Right? So we keep going at the rate we're going now, Black women, you will not be here. I want y'all to be here, but you're wiping yourselves out with foolish pride. Y'all need us to reproduce. The man carries the seed. We can go make black babies with anybody. You are what your father is. Isn't that what Moses told us? You are what your father is. We're not 100 years away from this. This is happening now. And it's not just us. The white folks ain't reproducing at the rate they need to reproduce at. It just happens to be more of them. But even go to some of these Asian countries. Kevin tried to tell y'all the Shang News, right? Shang News. What does that mean? Leftover women. The women who aren't married by 30. That's over there in Asia and on the continent over there in China. Japan is having that same problem. Hell, Japan and they about to start importing motherfuckers over there. Watch. They're gonna start, okay. We'll take y'all over here. Come on over here. Y'all want to do some work from home? Y'all can do it over here in China. You can do this over here in Japan. That's watch. They already have been testing this by having people go teach English in Japan and all of that. No, you're gonna be over there. You're gonna be going over there to make babies soon. That's what you're gonna be going over there for. You're gonna have sugar daddy. Your sugar daddy gonna be Lee. That's all. He gonna be Lee. Sugar daddy ain't gonna be Mr. Cartwright no more. It's gonna be Mr. Lee, Mr. Yao. That's gonna be sugar daddy. Because we talk about extinction level events. This is happening. AI is gonna wipe you out. That's coming in the next few years. It's already happening. That's gonna phase all of these jobs out. These jobs y'all have come to depend on. Customer service. Walmart is going bye-bye, people. Walmart is going to be more like Amazon, where you're going to go on the app, they show up and deliver your shit. You ain't going to be able to go inside Walmart no more. It's just going to be a distribution center or a pickup point. That's what it's going to be soon. They don't need you going in the store no more. Everything you want from Walmart, you go order on the app and they deliver it for free. If you got the membership. It's just like Amazon Prime, Walmart Plus. You ain't gonna need to go to Walmart no more. They're doing self-checkouts anyway. So whatever you want from Walmart, is gonna have it shipped to you. You're gonna have a bunch of girls standing around in their vests, not doing nothing, playing on their phones. That's going away. That is going away soon. It's gonna be pick up your groceries, pick up whatever else, and whatever they ain't got on deck, they're gonna ship it to you. They're doing it now. It's happening now. Restaurants are going away. You ain't gonna be able to go on McDonald's pretty soon. McDonald's is already making automated stores. You're just gonna pull up, a robot is gonna hand you your shit. You're gonna scan your little barcode, boop, and the robot is gonna hand you your shit. You're gonna drive the fuck off. It's gonna be all automated in there. You might have 1 or 2 people in there, you know, Pookie and Ray Ray in there running the grill and you know, refilling the bags and the cups, and you know, that's what Pookie and Ray Ray gonna be doing, and that's it. Keisha ain't gonna be there because them cases of meat is heavy. A box of fries is 35 pounds. So you got to be able to lift the box of fries. And I ain't just talking about one, you know, you might have to go get 4 cases at a time. That's 140 pounds. Keisha ain't gonna be able to do that. Keisha ain't never been able to do that. So they ain't gonna need Keisha. They're gonna have Pookie and Ray Ray in there. I saw this coming. I remember I worked for McDonald's. I was an area supervisor. I worked for McDonald's for nearly 15 years. That was my first career. And I remember when they were talking about this in the 90s, and they first started coming out with the automatic drink makers in a drive-through. That was the first robotics I had ever seen inside of a McDonald's, where as soon as the water gets rung up and totaled, the machine automatically starts making the drinks for you. All you gotta do is at that time, all you had to do is put the lid on it and give it to the customer. But they're gonna do that's. I mean, they got restaurants over there in damn other countries where everything is on a conveyor belt. You order this shit, motherfucker, just slide down and boop. That is coming here. Well, it's a matter of perspective. It's a matter of perspective, Milani. I mean, if you're a business owner, you're looking at rising wage costs, you're looking at low productivity amongst workers. This is another tool. This is another tool to help combat those things. And, you know, ultimately, you're obligated to your shareholders. You know? Ultimately. We would never been here to prosper. We was always meant to be cheap labor. That's why we were brought here. It's always going to be poor people. It's always going to be cheap labor. They're never thinking about the bottom. They're always thinking about the top. So, I mean, it's just a matter of perspective. I mean, but what are we doing to combat this? Like I said, I remember shit in the 90s having these conversations with corporate. I worked for corporate, and you know, they would bring, I was what they call a retention manager, and we would have these focus groups and meetings, and they've been studying this shit for a long time. I never thought it was a good idea. I always thought that's an excuse for bad management. That's what I thought, because that's what the research showed at the time. It was better to pay your better workers a fair wage than replace them and make them replaceable and just, you know, a revolving door because of what you lost in waste, what you lost in customer satisfaction, what you lost in food quality. It's like they're not considering those things. McDonald's today doesn't taste like it did 30 years ago. It's a different taste. Altogether, it's just a totally different taste. You know what I mean? We got who is that? Red in the house? Red is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Red is in the house. Kenny Boy says, hit the freaking like button, man. He said he typed that shit like he gonna pull up on y'all. Y'all better do what the fuck that man said. Y'all better do what he said. It's the People's Podcast. Hit the like button. We don't ask for much over here. We ask for a like, a subscribe, and $2 on the Pure Leaf Tea Fund. Hit the Cash App. Send me $2 for the Pure Leaf. Other than that, we rock out with you. We rock out with you. We rock out with you. You know what I'm saying? But and y'all know who I am. I mean, you know, I ain't gotta remind y'all, do I?
I violate all your personal space, bitch. I'm that cousin always on punishment. I'm not the nigga you can play with.
Y'all know who I am. I mean, gotta remind y'all, you know, that's for the new people. I've been rocking a while. It's 11:15, man, here on the East Coast, here in the QC. You are now rocking with the best. This is the People's Podcast. I am the Heisenberg of this ish, the Shogun of Charlotte, the motherfucking Cookie Monster, Punkin Escobar, the King of Queens. It's your main man. I am your host of the People's Podcast. We've been Israel. You know what it is. You know what it is. I'm that cousin always on punishment. You know what it is. And those of you, this is your first time here, I am grateful. I'm glad that you're here. Rock out. It's a little different show over here. This ain't what you normally used to. I might turn that seatbelt light off, man. Y'all hit the like button, man. Give me a 1 in the chat if y'all want that seatbelt light to come off, and we take this up another notch. That's what y'all want to do. Harmonize is the co-host. She is in the chat lurking. She is somewhere doing something. But Harmonize said,
"Hey y'all."
So she is ever present. She is ever present. Right? But welcome. I mean, give yourselves a round of applause, man. I'm glad, man. I know y'all, my trolls is here. My trolls is in the back. No, V, you ain't spoke to us all night. No, you got to acknowledge us too, V. Acknowledge me. That's for the trolls. Shout out to the trolls, man. They got a little job. They got a job to do. They count for the watch hours, you know. We got to acknowledge them. All are welcome, you know. They all welcomed over here. Franklin in the house somewhere in here, you know. Franklin, shout out to Franklin. Damn stalker. Hey, Franklin, I ain't forgot about you, baby.
Nigga, you was a bitch.
Yeah, man. I'm petty. I know. I don't even think it's just that I'm petty. I'm an asshole, y'all. I can really be an asshole. I'm horrible, man. I know it. I know I am. I'm your favorite content creator's favorite content creator. What'd that say? Wait a minute. We got in the chat. Amana says, what? Ain't that the truth? What you talking about, Milani? What Milani say? Milani said, did I miss it? Let me go back up. Go back up. Yeah, it's running everything. I'm thank you for putting me back on topic, Milani and Oz. Yeah, but we gotta. It's really gonna hurt us because, I mean, the number one job for our women, right? Customer service and some kind of healthcare, right? So we hear healthcare. That don't mean everybody's a nurse. We got people doing a lot of data entry in healthcare. All of that shit is going away. All of these retail is going away. Malls is shutting down. Retail stores is shutting down. Grocery stores may be the last to go. Maybe. Because you got to train the population to get used to a thing. People don't like ordering their groceries now. Go, I like picking out my own groceries. You ain't picking out your own groceries now. All you do is get what they pick and put out there for you. Somebody is still picking it. It ain't like you unloading it off the truck and shit and you get a big selection. You getting what they get for you. I mean, some people just silly. I mean, and you could always send it back. I mean, if it ain't right, send the shit back. I love ordering groceries. I've been doing it for quite some time. As long as I lost my eyesight, it was like the greatest thing, man. It's the greatest thing. I mean, especially if you were a car carrying Walmart Plus member like me. And I'm an eyes, you know, I don't know too many people who got Walmart credit cards like us, but we getting them discounts. We rocking them discounts. And my daughter, imagine I added her on my card. Yeah, get you a Walmart card, y'all. Stop leaving money on the table. A little 2-3%, and you get 10% off at what's that grocery? Murphy's gas station. Shit, y'all always looking for that cheap gas. Y'all better get right. Wait a minute, we're here. People, what? Nah, yeah, you right. Yeah, she talking about the text messages. It's deeper than that, Milani. Shit. You about to get me started on this shit. You know I love technology. Fuck. What happened? The AI is learning how to lie now. So I saw a study recently where they programmed the AI and they wanted to see if it could beat the capture. So you know when you go to websites and it asks you, I'm not a robot kind of thing, and you got to pick what pictures match. The AI was struggling with it. So you know how the AI circumvented that? The AI went on Indeed and created a job to hire somebody to beat the capture for it. Get the fuck out of here. Did y'all just hear what I said? The AI out here hiring people. I mean, wait till the holograms and the virtual reality kick in. It's all hell. I heard a Tupac song. It was AI, totally new Tupac song that AI made. It sounds just like Tupac, same cadence, same voice, total new lyrics. Like AI is a bitch. That's just the beginning. Skynet is coming. See, TV always prepares you for what's coming next. I was talking this on somebody's panel a couple of months ago, and what's Skynet? And I understand y'all younger than me, so this is where some knowledge and wisdom comes in. Okay, Skynet are the machines from the Terminator. Okay, Terminator came out in 1984. 1984, they were telling you the computers was going to take over the world. That's what was going to happen. We're slowly marching to that inevitability. Slowly. I'm like, y'all ain't watched these Terminator movies like I did? Y'all thought that shit was... I mean, I be watching TV and shit be coming true. I mean, let's go back. Let's go back to my year, my birth, 1976, the bicentennial year, right? What came out? Me and Amina saw this on here one time. The most popular, I'm not going to ask the question, I'm just going to answer it. The most popular movie at that time was Star Wars. And what was Star Wars talking about? Space and lasers, right? Shit like that. What happened? That was 76. What happened in 1986? Ronald Reagan put Star Wars program in space. That's the satellite program. So TV is designed to program you for what's coming next. That's why it's called a TV program. Right? Remember, let's go fast forward a little bit longer, right? A little bit more recent. Go to the 2000s. Back in the day, as Skinny said, 2000s, right? When they had all of those virus movies, Contagion, 12 Monkeys, Brad Pitt did Citizen Z, or all of them kind of zombie. Will Smith did the I Am Legend. All of them virus outbreak movies were real popular in the early 2000s, right? What did we just have? A fucking pandemic, right? They were preparing us for it in advance. So they were still making the movies in 2009, right? Walking Dead, right? And then what happens in 2019? Corona, COVID. They prepared you for it. We got to start paying attention. Technology is never a friend of Black people. We're always behind the curve. We're never in position to be ahead of the curve and catch the wave. That's why it always wipes us out. We can go back to the cotton gin. The cotton gin wiped out Black farmers. I'm not even going to just say technology. Definitely technology, but we've always had technological advancements. At one time, the number 2 pencil was technology that previous generations of people didn't have, right? I remember in the early 2000s when we started really pushing cell phones. And I was the store manager with Radio Shack back then, and people would fight me on why they needed a cell phone. I got a house phone. What I need a cell phone for? Same group of people within 10 years was sleeping with the damn phones. Same group of people. Fucking amazing. And very few people have a house phone, a landline. I ain't talking about a VoIP phone through your cable company. I'm talking about a landline, like AT&T, Bell South, Verizon, one of them kind of phones that, you know. Right? But it's not just technology, it's information. We're always behind on it because we don't embrace knowledge. What did God tell us? We are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Ain't that something? We are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Think about that shit. That's true. Gunpowder destroyed us at one point. That was a knowledge, technology, discovery we didn't have. I would say it's more of a knowledge than a technology. Gunpowder. You know, somebody learned how to combine chemical elements to make gunpowder. That was a knowledge we didn't have. Y'all with me? How y'all doing? Y'all all right? 11:27. 11:27 Eastern Standard Time here. We are rocking strong here on the People's Podcast. The numbers look good. I don't know how my likes look. Somebody check on my likes. Skinny was keeping up with that earlier. And he said, y'all bet it, motherfucking that. Something he said. I don't know. I'm putting words in his mouth. He didn't say that. He said, just keep up with the likes. I appreciate that. I don't ask for much. I really don't. And you're going to get content here. You're not going to get nowhere else. And if you see it somewhere else, they probably got it from me. They've been copying me for years. And then when I show up on they panels and shit, they want to act brand new like they don't know me. And they repeating me word for word. Damn near. I'll make a show. And then a week later, they be saying the same shit I just said. They've been doing that for years. It'd be funny to me, you know. It'd be real funny to me. Real funny. A lot of these conversations are old, and it's time for us to move past circular arguments. And that's the problem with the manosphere as I see it right now, the so-called manosphere. I'm going to take it beyond that. That's the problem with the quote-unquote community. Circular arguments. A lot of these arguments we've been having for fucking 80 years. Definitely the last 30 or 40 years. So that's why I say that modern woman talk is bullshit. All you got to do is go back and look at daytime TV from the 80s and 90s. Same flipping arguments. It was just on TV. That's all. Same arguments. We got to stop. The battle of the sexes is over. Contrary to what anybody else says, it's over. And the only people who saying it, we still in the battle of the sexes, they're naive. They don't know what they're talking about. The battle of the sexes is over. And it ended when we crossed that 25% marital rate. 25% is the tipping point. That's the tipping point. We're well beyond. We're about to be well beyond that. One or two generations. We're gonna be cut. That's gonna be a fraction of that, and it's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. That's why the battle of the sexes is over, ladies. You lost. You can't sustain yourself. That's what it is. It ain't about right, wrong. It's about survival. You can't sustain yourselves. Well, we could go make babies with white men, but you ain't. White men are barely making babies with their own women right now. That ain't gonna work. Chinese men ain't making no babies. Now they may, like I said, Mr. Yao and them, they may y'all might have a chance of going over there to China and Japan and shit. Maybe they'll import a bunch of y'all over there. I don't know. But do you really want to live in that kind of environment? That ain't America over there. You ain't gonna be able to be sassy the fuck over there. Yao Ming ain't having that shit. I don't think you're gonna go over there and talk shit ish to Yao Ming. Fuck no. Absolutely not. Hold on. What am I gonna say? Some states require medical personnel to give them, but that's all. Oh, wait a minute. I missed the comment then. Wait a minute. She's responding. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on. Good, bad. I mean, it's all working according to plan. And it's not by accident. Now, your belief system may vary, and but they all gonna say the same thing. It's a plan in place, and it's working according to that plan. Whether you like it or not. All empires crumble. This is the last one, if you believe the Bible. This is the last one. This is New Babylon. It's supposed to fail. But what we're supposed to be doing, God's people, while we're in captivity, is getting ourselves together so we can get out of captivity. And when the empire crumbles, we'll be better off. Right? That's what we got to realize. We got to stop. The Bible says, stop looking for a nation to save you that can't. I'm paraphrasing. Constantly looking for America to save us. America's job was never to save us. Their job was to exploit us. It's the same group of people who ran the old world. We just called them a different name. They were the monarchs. That was the imperial system, right? It's the same group of people. We just don't call them that anymore. They're plutocrats now. Those are your corporations, your 1% of your 1%. It's the same group of people. It's always been them. Going back to any civilization, it's the same group. And we got to wake up. Let's get away from these circular arguments are designed to distract us. We stay distracted while they stay in rulership. While we sleep, they're digging in our pockets. Right? We love money, but we don't know shit about finance. Everybody tell me, I'm gonna start a business and ain't read not one business book. None. That's why what is it? 80% of our businesses fail in the 3 to 5 years or something. Yeah. You either plan to fail or fail to plan. But we smart. Lil Woody ain't anyone talk shit about Lil Woody. Lil Woody said he gonna finesse the system. She fired. She fired. Huh? What you mean? What you mean? Game. Hashtag game. Game. That ignorant ass nigga is surviving out here. When you Google his name, it lists him as a musical artist. You shitting me? Lil Woody. Shout out to Lil Woody. And people out here making fun of Lil Woody. Lil Woody about to be all right. Lil Woody about to be all right. He gonna be in a nice house somewhere, Wisconsin or Oklahoma. They gonna put him in Whitsec. He gonna be all right. Yeah, I mean, definitely, Milani, consumerism definitely is at all-time high. Because our economy doesn't run on capitalism. Our economy runs on debt. You ever wonder what that number, that serial number is on your birth certificate? Think about that. At birth, they can form a projection of how much debt you will accumulate over the course of your natural life, based on your zip code, the hospital you was born in, and some other demographic factors. Right? It's no accident. This stuff ain't happening by accident. Housing costs are skyrocketing. Well, let's look back at a time when and maybe I need to bring this clip on here. I don't think I have the clip in my library here. Let me check real quick before I say I don't have it. I don't think I have it. Let me check. I don't think I have it, but I'm going to check real quick. Okay. Go back to a time when housing was an issue, right? And I'm not just talking about for black people. I'm talking about poor whites too. When was that time? When was that time? People were sleeping outside. Whole families. Poor whites, poor black. Anybody can guess the decade I'm talking about? I got a decade in mind. Anybody can guess which decade I'm talking about? See who paying attention. See who listens to the champ regularly. What decade am I thinking about? What decade were poor whites and poor blacks sleeping outside, whole families? And they work full time. Anybody? Anyone? Bueller? Anybody? And I'm talking about when this last happened. I don't want you to go back and bring up the 1800s or some shit like that. When was this last really prevalent? I'll answer. The 60s. This is happening in the 60s. You don't believe me? Go on to YouTube and there's a video. All you gotta do is search on YouTube for Harvest of Shame. And they're interviewing the migrant workers. See, the migrant workers here on the East Coast during this time period wasn't Mexicans. The Mexicans hadn't made it over here yet to the East Coast in large numbers. It was poor blacks and poor whites. And they would migrate from Florida to upstate New York, damn near, or sometimes further. They would follow the harvest. And busloads of people. Sometimes they had to sleep outside in barns, under a tree. Sometimes they had their whole family, husband, wife, kids. They all was picking the harvests. That's recent history. We ain't talking 100 years ago. We're talking about 1968. Who you think gonna be about to be picking the fruit now? They don't give a fuck that you're homeless. They don't care. They don't care now. They don't care now. Think of your answer, the 60s, she says, Milani. Huh? It was poor white. You could see the damn white lady. They interviewing them. She was talking about she couldn't even afford to buy a gallon of milk because it wasn't enough. A gallon of milk would only be enough for the baby and maybe for each kid to get one glass of milk per week, is what she said. Something to that effect. Yeah. Poor white folk. So if they did this 50 years ago to poor white people, what you think they're gonna do to your black ass? Are y'all really delusional? And the they is the plutocrats. Those are the powers that rule. The 1% of the 1%. That's them. Thomas. I thought Harmonize was gonna come on. I don't know if she started doing something else. I didn't know if she wanted to jump on here and do After Dark or what she was thinking. But I'm rocking with y'all. We still rocking this good conversation. It's all tying in. It's all tying in. You always had Woodies. They just didn't fit in the system, in the mold, educationally. But he knew how to survive. Woody is a survivor. Shout out to Woody. Shout out to Woody, Lil Woody. She fired. He's smart enough to have all of these damn lawyers and DAs and detectives and all of these people wrapped around his finger, not knowing which way is up. He's smart enough for that. I run gang. Gang. Stop tooting your own horn. But I asked earlier, I didn't see, but let me ask again. Does anybody need I could well, let me just go ahead and do it, man. Let me go ahead and turn the seatbelt light off. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn that seatbelt light off. See if anybody wants to do anything. Take this in another direction. Remember we talking about Lil Woody and other things. You know how we do. Now how we do over. And the stewardesses will be bringing refreshments because I need some tea. It's your captain speaking. So we're gonna drop this link, put that out there for anybody who wants to come up. Give me a second. I should have had it ready. I didn't have it ready. I wasn't prepared. We're gonna post it. Yep, we are gonna post it. All right, there's the link dropped. Now, for those of you who ain't been here before, mind your manners. Be nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. We got rules over here. We want to try to keep the over talking to a minimum. We want to try to stay on topic. We don't want to jump from topic to topic to topic. We're not interested in your long ass monologues. Stick to the point. Make it short and sweet. Get in and get out so we can make this conversation. We want to have a conversation. We don't want to hear somebody's monologue and most of them shits we've heard before anyway. So know what you're talking about too. Know what you're talking about. So anybody who's welcome to come up. Trolls, y'all want to come up with Franklin at? Franklin coming up. You want to tell me about Lena? You want to tell me about Lena? Franklin? You want me to sing the Lena, Franklin? I know Franklin in the chat. That nigga be stalking me. You want me to sing the Lena while we waiting for people to come in? Where Lena's song at? Hold on, let me find it. Let me find Lena's song, y'all. Y'all know I love me some Lena. Love me some Lena. Hold on. I just find this shit funny, but where the song at?
In my heart, my soul, my time, my love is a fountain. I will be your ooh, and all that you is for, and even more. 'Cause girl, I love you more than words can show. My love is pure. I'd walk 1,000 miles, cross 1,000 seas. Nothing will discourage me. And I pray that you will be always there for me forevermore. Ready or not. Don't you know, you should know. I'll give you everything. Yeah. Ooh, lady, I'll give you more. You got to know it, baby. All that I've got belongs to you, little girl. I'll give you everything. All of my loving, all that you're yeah.
That's Lena's song, y'all. That's for Lena. That is Lena's song. No, man. He trying to push up on my girl. He always talking about my girl. Right. Franklin over here crying and shit. Sounding like, what are you? Those I don't know. I like to pick on people. You bring it. That's what you get when you bring it. Don't bring it if you can't. Don't dish it if you can't take it. Here go Franklin.
This man's without.
Go Franklin. Yeah, y'all. That's how Franklin ran up on me over here. I'm like, who your girl be? Listen. You wild easy to get, son. That shit tickles me, man. That shit tickles me. Too funny. Too freaking funny. Oh man, but you'll see him in the he changes his name all the time. It's Uncanny, one is Franklin and something. He got a bunch of them. That nigga trolling me like Kevin Durant be trolling people. He got all kind of burner accounts. Oh my god. But what it is I mean, it's Morpheus said it best. I mean, you're so hopelessly ingrained in the system, they will die to defend it, right? What he said, they are hopelessly dependent on the system. They will fight to protect it. That's the problem with the manosphere. That's the problem with the internet, period. They're blue pill. That's a blue pill problem. That's what he's describing. If you aren't one of us, you're one of them. Okay? Been telling y'all this for 20 years, 15 years now. I've been talking about this very thing, using this very thing as an example. Papa Smurf ass ninjas is what I call them. They blue with red hats. The red hats is the talking points, but they still blue. Papa Smurf ass ninjas, narcs, niggas against real change. They don't want to. They don't want to change anything. All they want to do is argue like little bitches and never get to a solution. Same arguments over and over and over. And then when they run out of that, they go to another channel or find a new channel to restart the arguments. Right? All of these channels are just little clones of each other. And they love most of the time be the same people going from channel to channel to channel. Doing the same shit, same arguments, same talking points. I couldn't believe, like I said, when I ran up on that on him one time and he was talking about a group of men over there talking about how cute they are. And they ranking themselves. The fuck is this? Men don't do this. We don't talk about I'm cuter than you. The fuck? Men rank themselves on accomplishments, not on cuteness. It's always been that way. Always. On my line. I ain't got no guests yet. I'm checking. So y'all welcome. It's in the description. I mean, it's in the comments. Anybody wanted to come up. I'm trying to turn my screen off for a minute. But because this ain't charging very well, but it's hanging on. It's hanging on there by a thread. I just be looking at these dudes, man. What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck? And I seen it. I be predicting the shit like months in advance, year in advance. Watch this thing happen. Sure enough, it happened. They goofy. No accomplishments, never done nothing. Never read nothing, never studied nothing. They've never failed. See, to get to the success, you got to go through the failures. You got to have your chips on the table. You got to make some mistakes. It takes time. That's why I tell young men today, in today's world, young men 18 to 28, you need to take time to develop yourself. You need to give yourself some time to get proficient at something. It takes time. You have time on job. That's very important. Can you do anything? Basic shit. I was in customer service. in Walmart a couple of weeks ago. The dude was back for the third time to return trash bags. He kept buying the wrong size. I'm saying to myself, dude, you can't just look at the trash can and guess what size it is. You not only that, you done bought 3 wrong sizes. I'm like, why your girl? First of all, I'm like, why she keep sending your goofy ass to the store by yourself? First of all. And when are you gonna measure? Like, if you just can't get right, when you gonna measure the trash can? It's kitchen size, it's kitchen tall, it's bathroom size. I mean, this ain't hard. I mean, it ain't that hard. 3 times he had been back to swap it out and try to get the right one. Unbelievable. You never bought trash bags before, dude? Ever? This wasn't no young boy. This was not a young boy. This is somebody up there close to my age. The fuck are we talking about? What we talking about here? Shout out to Smoke and Talk. What we talking about? Shout out to Smoke and Talk. Make sure y'all subscribe. Tell them the champ sent y'all. Tell them V. Ben Israel sent you. Smoke and Talk be having some good topics. All right. Did I finish my example earlier? The 3 things you need to find a man, ladies. 1, I'll recap. 1, decide what man you want. You want a husband? You want a boyfriend? You want a booty call? You just want somebody to talk to? What? What do you want a man for? Okay. Decide that. Mm-hmm. And then, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Oh, I thought somebody was coming in the chat. And then, what does that man want? Because again, I gave you an example earlier. You're looking for a booty call. He looking for a wife. That ain't going to work. That's not going to work. Third thing, I don't think I said this earlier. The third thing, ladies, what are you willing and eager to do for that man that you identified that you want? What are you willing and eager to do for him? Because, see, he got to get something out of the deal, too. Oh, yeah, I did say that earlier because I went off on a tangent about Eve. Right? A lot of y'all, you're selfish. This is me. I want. And I want this out of relationship. I want that. But you never say what you're willing to put into the relationship. See, relationships, marriages, they are a business. Think of it like a business. And you fellas, you need to see, ladies, for the most part, you understand it's a business. Ladies, it's these ninjas out here that they slow. They in love and y'all in business. That's what Coach says. The women in business and y'all in love. But I want everybody to treat it like a business. What is the man willing to put into that business? And what are you ladies willing to put into that business? You got to serve the marriage. That's what you're serving. That's what you're submitting to. The marriage, the relationship. Get it? But I meet people that's so selfish. It's just me, I 24/7. And they never even think. What you mean? That what you mean come out. I remember I asked a girl that, what you willing to do for him? What you mean? I'm here. And that's what you're here. I am the table. That's all of that. I am the table. I'm here. I'm cute. I'm just gonna be cute. What? What? Huh? What you mean? Shout out to Lil Woody. Shout out to Lil Woody. What you mean? What are you willing and eager to do? And you should have this conversation up front. Stop asking them goofy ass questions. Well, what you do for fun? Stop asking that question. First date and first week type question. No. I mean, and I'm talking to older people. I ain't talking to 20-somethings. I ain't talking to 20-somethings. Even though 20-somethings could learn from what I'm saying, I don't have y'all in mind right now. I'm talking about y'all 35 and ups. Okay? Supposed to be getting on with life. Y'all middle-aged people and up. Talking about fun. Fuck you mean what I do for fun? That's the best question you got? It's your grown ass? That's what's important to you? That's a turn off for me. Somebody asked me that question. Let me take this down. Put this Band-Aid on still. From dialysis. I forgot. Oh, yeah, I feel much better now. Oh. Damn, they be putting that tape on so strong sometimes. All right. I got it off. What are you willing and eager to do? And what did I tell y'all? Fuck that fit, feminine, friendly bullshit. Okay? Stop trying to apply that to every man. Kevin wasn't talking about every man. He was talking about high value men that he dealt with. That's a 1% of the 1% small group of people he was talking about. Those group of men who can afford image consultants and shit. He was talking about them. Right? The majority of men, hell, when I'm about to say even go for gay men, what they want is peace, cooperation, and good head and gratitude. Those 4 things. That's what men want. 99% of men want that. No, V. No, just trust me on this. I'm not going to debate this with you. This has been proven. Ask any man. And what I mean by peace, ladies, because remember, context matters. He doesn't need you to bring him peace. That's not what we mean by peace. What we mean by peace is don't fuck up his peace. Because see, that man should already have peace before you meet him. He should already have that. Don't fuck it up with the nagging, the million questions, with the dysfunction, with the illogical shit. Think, Not Easily Broken. Now that movie was what? Beyonce and no, that was Taraji P. Henson and Morris Chestnut, right? Dave was his character. Morris Chestnut's character was Dave. And she would just constantly fuck with his peace. That's why he would always go in that little room and play his records and put them headphones on and just zone the fuck out. Especially when her mama was over there. That was her disturbing his peace. And that's why he almost had that affair with the white woman. Because he was running away. He was looking for an escape. A lot of men get pushed into cheating. He didn't want to cheat on his wife. But he was lonely. He was working, he was getting neglected. He was getting abused. It was actually abuse. Because especially when the mama moved in. You ain't gonna talk to my daughter like that. I forget her name, that character, that actress that plays that name. I love her voice. She's funny. But she plays that role to a T. You ain't gonna talk to my daughter like that. I'm in my house. You ain't gonna talk to my mama like that. Oh, okay. Y'all ganging up on me? Okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna bounce. Right? Peace, cooperation. it's a better way of saying submissive. Okay, submissive, I think, is a bad word. I think you should be submissive to the relationship, to the marriage. Okay, but I think you should cooperate is a better word. Don't fight me on every goddamn thing. Sometimes you're gonna be wrong. I coach people all the time, and I ask them, you want to be in a relationship or do you want to be right? Pick one. Pick one. Some people, that's that shame, insult, guilt, need to be right. That need to be right is so strong in them. Do you want to be right or do you want to be in a relationship? Decide. Pick one. Because if you're going to be in a relationship, you're going to be wrong. A lot. Even when you're right, you're going to be wrong. You got to do. Sometimes people, you may see something faster than they see it. Me and Almanaz and Amberly was outside talking the other day, and we was trying to calculate somebody's age, and I was fucking up the numbers. And Ashley was cutting me off. She was Almanaz is cutting me off. Eventually, she let me get my question out so I could understand. And I was wrong. I was like, oh shit, I'm wrong. Sometimes you gotta let people get shit out. But sometimes people, the need to be right is so strong, trying to prove you right. And you've seen this in court. With the lawyers, with the judge rather. The judge wanted to be right so bad when Steele was talking. He was cut. He wouldn't even let Steele finish making his statement. Let the goddamn man talk. And even Steele said, I've been a lawyer for 30 years. I've never been interrupted like this before. And need to be right. You want to be right? You want to be in a relationship. Cooperation. That's all that is. That's part of cooperation. Sometimes you know this shit ain't gonna work. Cooperate anyway. And eventually people come back around like, damn it, you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong. My bad. I put that shit on you, and it wasn't even you. It was me. But sometimes people got to come to that realization on their own. But if you get into a contentious, adversarial, combative, which is the opposite of cooperation, the relationship ain't going to last. It ain't going to last. Because now you're trying to defend, even though you're wrong, you're trying to defend your position. And you're 100% wrong. And you're not allowing any growth to come, to occur. Right? That's the cooperation part of it. Good head. Good head is more important than good pussy, ladies. So all y'all think y'all got good pussy. And a lot of y'all think y'all got good head. Let me tell you, you're wrong on both. Okay? You're wrong on both. When it come to head, are we after dark yet? Can I talk about this? Because it's a family show. I can't talk about this shit till we after dark. All right, we 8 minutes after the midnight hour. We are after dark. I can talk my ish now. Yeah, perfect segue into after dark. Most of y'all give average head at best. And you're not eager to do it. You're just doing it. A lot of y'all just do it just to say you did it. Half-ass doing it. And that changes the way it feels. Men want to feel appreciated. That's one of the best ways a man can feel appreciated. We don't want to hear you goddamn say it. Y'all are quick to say it. Well, I appreciate you. And then go right back to some bullshit 5 minutes later. Drop that neck. That's how you show your man you appreciate him. Be eager and willing to do that. That's how you show. Because, see, he got to be ready to die for you. And he can't get no head. He got to beg for head. He got to get some half-ass head. And remember, ladies, spitters are quitters. Okay? Y'all don't realize what that does psychologically to a man. You give him some head, and all of a sudden you take off running to the bathroom. Like, that ain't sexy. Oh, she ain't in it with me. That's what men be thinking. She ain't in it with me. Hold on. I'm gonna say, you know, I got. Wait a minute. I think she's saying what I think she said. Hold on a minute. Hold on, I got zoom in. Hold on, let me zoom in. She said, now you know I got that. I know he wrong, and oh damn it, this pop-ups keep popping up while I'm trying to read. Stop. Damn, Streamyard. I'd rather die than admit he wrong. Yeah, and what I'm saying can actually go both ways. Women like good head too. Women like peace too. Because natural chaos is chaos, but you prefer peace. That's why you nest. When you find peace, you nest. You get comfortable. You want to snuggle. You get comfortable and you get that sigh. You know, man, pull you close on a cuddle and spooning and all of that. That's, you know, y'all like it too. You definitely like good head. You don't like no man half-ass eating coochie. You be like, the fuck is this? What you mean? Be like, Woody, what you mean? What you mean? It's a big difference between a man who wants to eat your coochie and a man who's just doing it just to be doing it. It's a whole different experience. A whole different experience. A lot of women don't know also there's a difference for men. There's a difference between an ejaculation and an orgasm. There's a difference. There's a difference. Those two are not the same thing. A man can ejaculate in his fucking sleep without thinking about it. That's just physical reaction. But an orgasm is an emotional connection. That's what Eddie Murphy said, demonstrated in Boomerang, that Robin Givens made his toes curl up. Had him whooped, right? Walking around the office like a little puppet dog, right? And he was the man. He was the fucking man. I'm going back, right? Boomerang. Wait a minute, what she say? Well, what we mean, remember, context matters, Milani. What we mean by love, the way we use love commonly, we're talking about infatuation. That's what we're talking about. Emotionalism, when they go another one of them isms, right? Emotionalism, infatuation, lust, if you will. But love is actions. If I tell you I love you, I got to do some shit for you. It's actions, and they're predefined. Right? Again, I Bible people. For this is the love of God, that you keep my commandments, and they are not grievous. God's love is the commandments. Do this shit. That's how I show you I love you. I do these things. Happily, willfully. Right? But the way we talk about love is we talk about this fairy tale Disney idea of love, and we keep the forever moving goalpost and whatever. It's unclear, undefined. That's why I said talk to the man. I'm giving you the way to hack that. Ask her what you want. What you want, bruh? What you need from me in this relationship? Well, we already determined we're both looking for a relationship. You know, we both looking to do the boyfriend girlfriend thing or work towards a marriage, whatever y'all decide. Here's what and okay, in order for us to expedite that, now we on to part 2. Ask him, what does he need? What do you need me to do? And then you decide, are you willing and eager to do those things that he say he want? Hello. Right? Anybody else telling y'all this shit? All these ninjas on these platforms, they're telling y'all goofy ass shit. I'm giving y'all simple instructions. This is very simple. You can apply this. You can apply this. What are you willing to do? And if a man can't articulate clearly what he wants you to do, there may be a problem there. You may need to, that may be a red flag for you. I can't tell you automatic ejection for everybody. Some men aren't able to articulate their, you know, they may be very articulate on panels, but when it comes to their own relationships, they may not know how to do it. So you may not, that man may not be worth it to you. You may be like, look, I'm getting too old. I ain't got time to play games. Like, he should be old enough to know how to do this by now, and I ain't ready to teach him. Or you may say he is worth it. I'm going to work with him. You have to make that decision on your own, ladies. Everybody's automatic flags and automatic ejections and red flags are different. Some shit for me is just you automatically out the game for me. I don't give a fuck what you look like, how fat your ass is, how perky your titties are, how cute your face is. Certain shit is an automatic ejection, game over. And then some things in reverse, I've looked at people a second way. Like, hey, you're not the prettiest woman in the world. And I don't want the prettiest woman in the world. I'm more interested in her mindset, a pathology. So it may be something in your pathology that made me go, remember what Kevin say, trade-offs, choices and trade-offs. Go down in looks to go up in cooperation, all of them sayings, you know. I'd rather have, we're average people. Most of us are average people. The majority of us. Right? Average people get average people. I'd rather be with an average woman. I don't want to be with a so-called baddie. And most of us don't come from baddies. Your mama wasn't no baddie. Your daddy wasn't Denzel. I seen your grandmama. I seen your aunts. Your aunt look just like your uncle. I can't tell them apart. So stop. So my mama was fine back in the day. I seen your mama pictures from back in the day. She looked just like her brother back in the day and now. They look like fucking twins. Stop. Stop. Stop the nonsense. We can't get with regular people. We always been regular people. All these fucking movie stars at. I got 6 sisters. Only one of them would I put above average. And I ain't talking about a 6, but I'm talking about average to me is 4, 5, and 6. That's average. So I got one of those sisters who's an 8. 1 out of my 6. Same thing with my cousins. I got a bunch of cousins. Only one of them would I put at an 8. I got hundreds of cousins. But just don't mean they ugly. They good looking women. Some of them are 6s, some of them are 5s. Some of them are 4s with banging bodies. I mean, we all over the spectrum. Personality is what matters. Because that's the way to increase sexual marketplace value, by the way. That's the secret. You can't create well, really, there's no way to increase sexual marketplace value, but you can increase your sexual value once you come off the market. That means your husband, you may become more valuable to him over time because he's invested. He's invested you. He's going to watch that investment grow. But sexual marketplace value, that's the initial purchase. That's what Kevin was talking about, the initial. That's why Holly Berry ain't fine no more. Right? What y'all laughing at? Peace, cooperation, good head, and gratitude. Fellas, try that too for your women. Just don't expect it. Apply it. That's something new I just made up here. I was telling women, primarily, that's what men want. But I believe, sisters, that's what y'all want too. Because I talked to so many of y'all. I ain't had good hair in a while. And this nigga ain't peaceful. You think Lil Woody peaceful? Motherfucker house is getting shot up and car getting shot up. Like, that girl must be a soldier riding with this nigga. Like, I wouldn't be seen with this motherfucker. Time you turn around, somebody trying to kill his ass. That ain't peaceful. That ain't healthy. Now, you may be fascinated with that in your younger years, but as you get older into your 40s, you don't want to be dodging bullets at 45 with Woody. Huh? Or am I wrong, ladies? Y'all don't want good head? Or y'all want good head? Y'all tell me. I'm going to stop speaking for y'all. Stop speaking for y'all. You want your man to cooperate with you. Sometimes you want your man to shut the fuck up too. Right? Yeah, y'all always hear me say it the other way, right? Fellas, it's your turn. Sometimes y'all got to shut the fuck up. Sometimes. You don't know what you're talking about. Yo lady may have an expertise or some knowledge or information your black ass ain't got. Shut up. Let her bring it out. But y'all into this false bravado shit, false masculinity. I got to be the man. I got a whole frame. Where did ignorance become being a man? Where did ignorance get associated with being man, manhood? You gonna burn go down with the ship because you trying to hold masculine frame. What you mean? What you mean? Your lady got some accounting skills, and you the one. Your little Woody trying to balance the money, but you the one that got the damn degree in accounting. Did that make sense? Lil Woody, who didn't know E came after D, A, B, C, D. Damn, what come next? Shit, what come next? Ain't that what he did today? Y'all ain't see that shit? You gonna let that nigga handle the money? That nigga should never have his hand on no money. Or am I wrong? I'm being hard on him. I'm being hard on Lil Woody. The link is in the description, y'all. Do I need to drop it again? The seatbelt light been off. Y'all punking out on me, or y'all just enjoying me? I mean, what we talking about, man? You know, you gotta be interactive over here, man. I'll drop it again. Anybody want to come up? Got bars? You feeling the flow? Want me pass that mic? The mic sounds nice. Check one. The mic sounds nice. Check two. What we talking about? My trolls are still here. I know. I see y'all. See y'all too. I gave y'all honorable mention earlier. He gonna say our name. I know he gonna talk to us again. We've been waiting patiently all night. He gotta talk to us. It ain't right. I know, little ting ting. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Poor little baby. Poor little baby. You need some attention. Need some attention. Oh, man. What can I say, man? What can I say? I need something funny. I gotta break the ice, man. Peace, cooperation, good head, and gratitude. Be grateful to your women, ladies. Excuse me, fellas. Show your lady you ain't gotta tell her you appreciate her. Show her. Show her. Hey, babe, man. I know we've been rough lately. You know, but we caught up on the bills now. Let me and you've been rocking with me. Let's go get a spa day. Let's go get our nails done. Let's go get our nails and feet done, baby. Cause I appreciate you. You know? Shit like that. Shit like that. Something she wanna do. Let's go have some brunch and shit with your lady every now and then. Huh? What we talking about? So I got what is 66
Execute
program.
Order 66.
You just don't know how to function, man. We're smarter than our great-grandparents. We're more productive workers. We're healthier. We live longer. We have more money, more education, better parenting. Supposedly, right? That's still out. Why can't we do what they did? Why can't we stay together? Why it takes so long to get together? Right. Young lady, I wasn't gonna share this. I'll share it. Young lady told me recently. She need more. I'm like, more than what? You getting everything. What more do you want? Kevin talked about this one time. I think Coach has. A few of us have before, that born again virgin shit. I talked to this woman. I've known her for a little while, and we've had sex at least 24 times. And I mean, this ain't no 20-year-old relationship, by the way, okay? I ain't talking about way back in the day and you different now. But the born again, I ain't saying she's trying to be a Christian, but I'm on some new shit, so I'm going to remove sex from the equation, right? And then I'm like, we ain't never had no problem with sex. Like, sex was always fine, and we was having sex from the very beginning. So now you coming back around, and you think you're going to take sex off. Oh, we got to take our time and let things happen naturally. The fuck you mean? No, it's a choice. You either choose to have sex or you don't. You ain't no little girl. We both in our fucking 40s, okay? Both in our 40s. And same person going to ask me why so-and-so was married and why her sister was married and why she can't find nobody. Because you're playing fucking games, baby. Too old for this shit. But you like being around me. You love my presence. You want to get all of the benefits. But what I get out of it? Remember what I said, ladies? You got to ask the man what he wants. She don't give a fuck what I want. It's all about what she wants. She ain't never considered what I want. But At least before I was getting something out of it. Now it's the fuck. If I ain't sleeping with you, what the fuck we doing? What we doing here? What are we doing here? Like, it's mind-boggling. Again, this is a person who I have a sexual history with. But then they want to try to, that's the bait and switch. I want to move the goalpost. I want to reinvent myself. That's games, ladies. And it's bullshit. And then they always want to come up with some medical reason why they ain't having sex. We've heard all of this shit before. Y'all all follow the playbook. Y'all all follow the same playbook. I could almost predict what y'all gonna say before y'all say it. Because see, when that more shit didn't work on me, now it's a medical reason. Well, why didn't you say it was a medical reason before why you wasn't having sex? Why you ain't say that? Oh, I'm having a little complication right now. Okay. Well, you got 2 other hoes, baby. So, again, 2 other hoes we've used. So let's be grown folk about this shit. Okay, so you have a little female issue right now. All right, cool. All right. I ain't gonna get into personal shit and say what it is, but I've heard it before. But initially, I'm like, what's up? Oh, I got all of that. It takes just let things naturally happen. The fuck you mean? Naturally didn't have me pay for my Uber to come over here. That wasn't naturally. You asked me to come over here for a fucking reason. For what? I could have naturally just talked to you on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Some bullshit. That's that bait and switch. Don't play them games. But then you wonder why you missing out on somebody. I like her, actually. That's the funny thing. I actually like her. I have no problems with this woman. She's pretty. Get along with her for the most part. But I don't like this wishy-washy shit that puts a sour taste in my mouth. Well, let's be real. Let's be grown folk about this. Let me check the comments, y'all. Nobody's coming up. I think I'm about to wrap this up. I've been riffing and rambling for a while. And I appreciate everybody who's come through tonight. I haven't checked my Cash App. So anybody who has sent me a Cash App, I do appreciate y'all sending me $2 on the Pure Leaf Tea Fund. My phone is acting a little squirrely, so I don't want to switch screens. And my other phone is dead, so I can't check. But I thank y'all if you've done that. Good topic, good talk tonight. I wish I would have had more engagement, but the chat was litty, man. The damn Spartans in the chat was, oh man, y'all was soldiers in the chat. I appreciate y'all big time. But we'll be back. I don't know if I'm gonna drop anything tomorrow, but we'll see. Amon might have something going tomorrow night. We'll see. But your boy is here. Your main man is here. And stay tuned. Make sure on your way out the door, hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed and the bell is smashed. Make sure you share it to your fake books and your Instagrams and whatever else you got. Your black snaps and all that shit. Hey, remember, hey. I'm the bad guy, man. Stay tuned.
You're all a bunch of fucking assholes. You know why? You don't have the guts to be what you want to be. You need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy. So, what I make you? Good? You're not good. You just know how to hide, how to lie. Me, I don't have that problem. Me, I always tell the truth, even when I lie. So say good night to the bad guy.